I don't know what to say, but it was just it's a dark fantasy.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
It's a little dark.
Yeah, I'll tell you all.
I didn't think anything crazy.
But yeah.
I didn't think any differently about you. It's obvious you were in a fantasy.
Just being dirty,
situation.
but the idea of doing it never occurred to me. But it's I understand how a dark fantasy like that.
Can you, Jimmy? The punchline is the best part, where she
just stopped talking to me. Yeah, it got too weird.
she never talked to Jimmy again. That's how weird he got it.
I can
not in a bad way, like we're talking about
like
here,
this,
certainly.
Like but I see how dark stuff. Like I can be very dark, like really fucking in fantasy with a girl. If we get into that fucking weird zone,
right,
where we just keep going. Yes, man, like fucking really weird. But I know the idea of doing those things is incomprehensible.
Does it need a safe word?
No.
Okay.
We're texting.
Oh, text.
We're talking, not in person.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
But he went a little too far, and she never talked to him again.
Oh.
Yeah, she got creeped out.
The great Colin Quinn.
First of all, did he just actually stand there with a serious, sincere look and go, but the idea of doing those things would never occur to me. I'm liar.
No, I really wouldn't have done them. But I understand how you could be really fucking dark and
things.
Well, I didn't say. I didn't want to get into it. It's very rare that I won't.
Exactly, because you would have done them, and we all would have.
No.
Now, listen.
Yes.
The reason I'm calling is, speaking of dark places, Jim Norton unfollowed me on Twitter about a month and a half ago.
Oh.
And here's what I'm saying. First of all, whatever explanation he comes up with is going to be so distorted. Second of all, here's my theory. I'll just give you my theory.
Yeah.
This creep. First of all, who unfollows? What are we, high school kids? Second of all, my theory is it was two things. One's creepier than the next. One is he unfollowed me because I dared, after he asked his fans, who I was one of, and I'm still following him, if what we thought of JimNorton.com, and I gave an honest appraisal.
No.
And second of all, which is even worse, is that he's making a clean break. And just he follows you guys, Patrice, who, as we know, is no longer with us. Right. Some obscure writer and some girl. And it's the creepiest thing ever. And if he actually unfollowed me and the rest of his friends because he's making a clean break, and he's like, I'm just going to just follow a few people who really work pure and clean. It's nauseating.
I'll tell you what happened. No, since you asked. No, when JimNorton.com, I actually wanted people to trash that. I was so mad at that web guy. All of that was, of course, please bash it, because it was awful. And I was actually I was so disgusted with other people, I was going to unfollow everybody. And the only reason the only reason I didn't unfollow everybody is obviously I work with Open and I want to follow, but I would have unfollowed them too, but I couldn't unfollow Patrice. And I couldn't just have me following my dead friend. It's too weird.
Oh.
So I'm like, the only people I'll follow are the two guys that I work with, Patrice and Ozzy. That was it. I wasn't going to follow anybody, and I'm slowly starting to again. I just got disgusted with everybody, but it wasn't a clean break. But I unfollowed every fucking person.
But don't you think it's very weird that you unfollowed me, maybe a few other of your friends?
No.
It's weird.
It's not weird.
It's sick.
It's not sick. It's not sick.
I don't think that's a very good argument.
All right, I'll tell you what. All right, well, you're asking, so I'll tell you. What it was, I was doing a show. I was trying to get a show together where I was getting comics to do, I had 4 episodes. And I asked comics, and a couple of comics said, yeah, they would do it. And some guys said they couldn't do it or wouldn't do it. But then, honestly, Kyle, your manager really never gave a fucking answer. He never gave us an answer. So
what the hell? First of all, I saw you, and you go, hey, if you can't do it, I understand. 3 weeks before, so there's all resentment against me because my manager didn't call back your manager.
No, I'm just telling you. I wasn't. It wasn't just you. It wasn't just you.
What? You didn't stop unfollowing my manager. You stopped unfollowing me.
I stopped unfollowing every comic.
You're a sicko. Let me tell you something.
Well, no, dude. That's
why you're sick.
Why am I sick?
That wasn't even resolved. They were still working on the dates.
Okay, but I'm just saying your manager didn't get. It was almost like Jonathan had asked him again, and he didn't get back to us. So it was like, whatever the reason was.
You didn't tell me that.
Okay, but I'm just telling you what happened behind the scenes. So
I know, but you have to admit, all of that, even if all of that was 100% true.
It is.
Which is, no, it's not.
Of course it is.
I didn't know you didn't get back to.
Oh, maybe you didn't. All right.
100% true. The fact that you responded by unfollowing me on Twitter. We really are in junior high school.
No, but it's one of those things where when you're on Twitter.
Just sit here and take the humiliation.
I'm not. I'm going to give a legit answer. That's why I've been on a, I wasn't going to say anything about it because I know that maybe I'm just being a fucking baby and my feelings were hurting. Fuck me. Okay. Fair enough. So I wasn't going to make a big public issue out of it, but it's hard to look at everybody's Twitter feed when you're feeling a certain way. But it wasn't a fuck you. Hey, look.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It's fine, but don't.
Who cares what I follow?
Twitter feed when you're feeling a certain way. You're sitting there fuming at my little cutesy pie tweets.
No.
Cutesy to my show.
No, I wasn't fuming. I wasn't fuming.
You unfollowed me.
I unfollowed everybody except for.
No. You really are a resentful creep.
Oh shit! But that's not being a resentful creep. It's like,
yes, it is.
Dude, there were comments that didn't get back to me, that didn't even answer, and I was like, you know what? Fuck everybody. That was just kind of how I felt. I was like, fuck everybody.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. So now I'm not doing the show. It's like, fucking.
Happened.
Huh?
Here's what bugs me. Here's what bugs me the most. The day it happened, one of your followers goes, Jim Norton unfollowed you. So I was like, there's no way that happened. I just kind of laughed it off. I was like, Jim did not follow me. It's absurd.
But
then just yesterday, I want to see who Jim follows. I saw 6 people: Opie, Anthony, Patrice. And by the way, and then some guy, Jim, some obscure writer, Ozzy, which is annoying, of course, to everybody.
I know, Ozzy, the icon that I asked to do something with me, and he says yes.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Oh,
that's what. I'll tell you. I never would have mentioned this, and I'm starting to go back to it again. But it was more like
we don't want you back.
Well, I don't.
I speak for me and all the other people that have been shunned by you.
Hey, look, all the comics that have been coming on this show for years, and again, I know that it's different than doing stand-up on a TV show. Believe me, I know that. But it's like, I feel like I'm pretty good to comics, and I try to be protective of comics. And so many fucking comics, and obviously not you or Bobby or Voss, but so many comics don't see the motherfuckering they almost get in here. They really don't see it. And stupid, codependent fag...
Last week from Opie and Phil Burr, Mark Cuban's fucking butt.
But I'm not
go in there with a baseball bat.
I'm talking about people that never see it, never know it. I'm talking about people that a lot of times don't even wind up on the show or are going to get bashed, and just like a little codependent fucking cocksucker, I step in and stop it and try to protect them because they're fellow comics. And it's like I'm this fucking weird, and you've done more for me than most people ever have. That's why it was more like, hey, man, I was bothered by it, but I'm telling you.
Pay me back by unfollowing me?
It wasn't, we're paying you back. It wasn't a payback. Who gives a fuck?
Followers as you, I can't afford to lose one.
But it was just like a reality check for me. Like, who the fuck are you to think you have this bond with these guys? It's a business, and it's competitive. So fucking, I've been such a dummy, and again.
I don't want to do it. I don't like this is spinning.
That's what it is. But that's the truth.
Bottom line is, this is spinning to you as the victim. I'm the victim.
I'm not a victim.
I've been unfollowed on Twitter.
I'm not a victim. I just, it was like.
I've been unfollowed on Twitter, and I don't like it.
Well.
I don't like your secret resentment this whole time.
It wasn't a secret resentment. I hadn't seen you. No, it wasn't. I checked your feed quite a bit. Believe me, right now, if I had a secret resentment, I would tell you.
By the way, let me just say one last thing.
Yes.
Okay? Since we're on the subject, since we're being semi-real. Which is, me and Jim, we would always have this little thing, a couple of zingers back and forth, at Jim Norton, at Colin, include each other. And I should have noticed. I knew something was up, but I couldn't imagine this ludicrousness of this man shunning me like this after all these years. And I threw a couple of zingers his way, and nothing.
And I retweeted one.
A wall of silence.
I retweeted them. No.
Imagine the shame, a grown man.
The shame.
First of all, I only saw two. I only saw 2 zingers, and the one I retweeted.
You check in on my Twitter all the time. How'd you only see 2 zingers?
I don't check it all the time. I don't check it obsessively, but I've checked it quite a few times.
No further questions.
dude, if this first started, where I asked you to do it, you were the first guy I asked to do it.
Yes.
And you called up, and you were joking, but then you were like, ask my manager. Like, I'm joking, but talk to my fucking manager. Like, you were kidding.
Right.
Hold on. But you were kidding and being Colin. But then it happened, and I wasn't hearing back. And I'm like, oh, God, he kind of meant that. Like, don't come to me, go to him. So it's like, come on, man. How would you feel if you were me? You would feel like a little weird about it. But I'm not delusional enough to think that everybody should want to do my shit. And it is a business, and people are competitive, and people are doing their own shit. They just got their own thing they're concentrating on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I realize that too. That's why do you think I didn't go on a motherfuck everybody thing? I realized that
I'm saying that you did.
Okay.
When you unfollow us, you're saying motherfuck everybody.
Nah, it's not motherfucking. No, it's not. If I motherfuck people, dude, I motherfuck people more obviously than that. What's that?
I can't believe Nah, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying this is an outrage.
If people are independently coming to this conclusion, you guys didn't talk it over, you and AB, it wasn't like a conspiracy against Norton. People,
how do you know?
Well, you know what I mean. I would almost feel honored if it was. But if people came to this conclusion independently, well, then obviously that's the way it is. So it's like, what can I say? Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't ask Louis to do this, but I know he wouldn't have done it. What am I going to say? Fuck Louis. He put me on his show. He took care of me. You've taken care of me. I can't say fuck guys that have taken care of me and have genuinely involved me in their careers. Like, I can't.
But you have.
No, I have.
Follow me on Twitter.
That's not a fuck you, though.
Fuck you.
No, it's not silly.
I don't exist anywhere else.
What's that?
I don't exist anywhere else. It's the only way to fuck me, and you did.
You shouldn't even exist there. I don't. I don't. That's not a fuck you. I'm telling you. If it was a fuck you, I think you'd sense it. It's not a fuck you.
Will you be following Colin?
It's the idea of if I was going to follow. Once I start following comics, of course I'll follow Colin. But it's because he makes Colin makes me laugh. I didn't look at it like it was a fuck you. I believe me. I don't think anybody.
Please.
What? No, I don't. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm not that good at being passive aggressive.
We go back a long way.
Yes.
You're telling me that's not the most passive aggressive move ever.
No, it's not.
I don't know what to say.
Because a passive aggressive
was just a random thing. Oh, jeez, I just decided to make a clean break.
When you were in...
I admit it was a passive-aggressive angry act.
It didn't feel angry. I was just like, I unfollowed...
Oh,
I'm telling you, I unfollowed everybody. But why are you not hearing what I'm telling you when I'm telling you that
it sounds like bullshit.
But that's bullshit? Recognizing that everybody comes to the same conclusion that I'm the fucking comment... How is that bullshit? You can't be more honest than to say that. It would be bullshit if I was blaming everybody else, but I'm not. I'm not blaming everybody else. Here we are having a pseudo discussion / argument, which is not really that much of an argument, and I'm not blaming you. I'm not. Because if it was just Colin or just, I would blame, but it wasn't.
Who else was it?
I'm not even going to say, and I didn't want to have that discussion. That's why I unfollowed everybody because I didn't.
How many people was it? At least give me that.
4 or 5, and a couple had reasons, and
Let's
I definitely...
give it up. Were you at the dinner? Was I there with you at the dinner? At least give me that, Senator.
Well, I don't know why, Colin is refusing to come on this show and debate me. We've asked him. But no, you're wrong about it being a passive-aggressive act. It wasn't. It would have been passive-aggressive if I unfollowed people selectively. Now I'll make a statement. But I didn't think... It's like if you're unfollowing everybody... I'm obviously not going to kill myself, so people just think, he's unfollowing him. I didn't think that was a statement, because I'm not following any comics.
Jim, you're nothing to me now. You're not a brother. You're not a friend.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't want to see you at the Comedy Cellar. I don't want to see you in my house.
You know how happy I am that you tripped on Comedy Cellar?
Mother.
Oh, man.
I want to know a day in advance.
How big an issue is this, Colin, on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as friendship?
Probably is 10 the highest?
Yeah.
4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's that because, at least from my place, because I've seen you. We did the benefit together. I saw you last night. And I'm telling you, I don't feel.
But he didn't have this info though.
And now I realize what you were doing.
But you're wrong.
You only got this info yesterday, Colin?
I realize now what he did at the benefit.
What did I get the benefit?
Beautiful new build, and he said, "You know what? I'll say hello to these cocksuckers.
No.
In the name of Patrice, I'll fucking smile and say hello.
That's your paranoia. That's wrong. I'm telling you, that's wrong. Believe me, I would be.
Bigger man. It's in honor of him. I'll say hello.
No, nice. That's not true.
But the day I see them on Twitter is the day I'll fucking put bamboo into my nails. It'll never happen.
No, it's not true. I'm not a good enough actor, as we've all seen, to pull that off. I'm not a good enough actor to hide. When you're in studio and when I see you at the benefit and when I see you last, I'm really not good enough to pretend.
Opie and Bill Barr on me.
No, I'm not. I'm not good enough to hide that at all. I'm not.
Your actions are just the opposite. Your actions are like, fuck you.
No, they're not. If I was petty,
now you're sitting here all philosophical. You're trying to act like, yes, I realize it's my.
But I did. But no. What do you think, that I'm fucking that good at being passive aggressive, that me just not following someone on Twitter is the best I can do to be a cunt? Like, come on, dude, I'm not that good at hiding it. You would have felt it in person, or you would have fucking sensed it by something I tweeted or something I said. Come on.
No, you gave me the silent treatment.
I didn't give you the silent treatment.
I sent you a bunch of the usual singers that we used to go back and forth laughing.
First of all,
dead silent.
First of all, I've read 2 zingers from you, and I retweeted one of them.
That's ludicrous. I've sent you at least 10 in the past month.
I haven't read them. I'm telling you, believe me.
Of course you haven't read them. You're not following me. How would you read them?
But I would still read my own @mentions. I just didn't see them.
When do you think you'll be back with following some comics?
I don't know.
Ever?
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. I'm not.
Healing takes time.
Well, it's just, I mean, I know everybody thinks I'm probably being a bitch about it, but it's like, what am I gonna? I didn't make it a big issue.
Carl, comment?
Yeah, all I have to say is, what is Ron and Fez's number?
Oh, shit.
It's the same as this one, stupid. Listen to this show once, you'd know that. The side boob tweet was very funny. Call me a side boob.
Oh, jeez, if I didn't know what was going on, I never would have tweeted that one.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, but I didn't know who I was dealing with. The guy sitting there plotting my fucking death.
Holy shit.
I wasn't plotting it. I was just kind of wishing for it. I was just hoping to be some sort of an accident.
Wow.
All right, guys, have a good morning, I guess.
All right, Carl. Colin was in Crocodile Dundee too, right?
That's true, yes. The idiot that he is, he rewrote the second half of the script.
Did he?
Yeah, it's a great. You don't know Colin's fucking story about the second half of the script for Crocodile Dundee 2?
No. I didn't know he wrote.
No, he tried to.
Oh, he tried to. Oh no.
He fucking. I hope he's awake right now, fucking bleary-eyed from not sleeping and dipping his stupid fucking his muffin in tea. Hey, I hope he's awake to call. I don't want to tell his story. It's one of my favorite stories.
Is it a real story?
Oh, it's 100% real.
Because you never know what the...
It's 100% real.
I got to hear this.
Yeah.
What part did Colin have in Crocodile Dundee 2?
He had like a little part.
Yeah.
He was, let's be honest, probably wasn't a big one.
Oh,
and he just had some ideas on what the second half of the script should be.
He actually approached somebody as a guy with a relatively small part on a movie and approached someone with what he thinks should happen in the second half.
Yeah.
He is a madman.
But Crocodile Dundee 2 didn't do well, right?
I think it did all right.
It did all right?
Okay. It would have done worse if his ideas had gone.
We're calling him right now. We'll see if he's up.
Wow.
Or maybe after the break. I don't know. Whenever he wakes up.
His tweets about the show Girls and his interaction with Lena Dunham, whatever her name is, fucking hilarious. Just fucking hilarious. About what a great actor he is and how everyone tells him how fantastic he is.
And if I would have known that you look this good, like, wow, I would have put a romantic scene in.
Yeah. It's so fucking funny. He's the greatest tweeter ever.
He really is. Wish I followed him.
Oh, Jimmy.
He's not answering.
Yeah, he fucking
sleepy. Okay.
I'm fucking tired.
Yeah.
He wrote himself into the second half of the movie as like the guy who shows Dundee around New York, and he presented it to like the director or the producers.
What a set of balls!
What an absolute asshole!
Yes,
he gave it to them.
I gotta hear the story from his mouth.
God.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
I'm okay. I just took a hot one last night. The gig down here.
Where are you? Oh, you're in Atlanta. That's right.
Hotlanta.
No, I haven't got to Atlanta yet. I was in D.C.
Ah.
You bombed?
Oh.
What happened?
What gig was it?
I just think
What happened? They had ears.
they weren't expecting that type of rhetoric.
Oh, Colin.
That type of inflammatory rhetoric, as we say nowadays.
I would think some of your views would be very welcome down there.
I would think the world would be shock-proof at this point, but apparently not.
Oh.
So were you in a comedy club or was it a private gig?
It was like a little private event.
And how?
It wasn't that bad, but it was,
We're talking about Crocodile Dundee 2 and the bad gang scene in that, and how.
Yeah.
And I relayed the fact that you felt you deserved a bigger part.
Yeah. What you did not actually approach anyone that had anything to do with this film and try to get a rewrite going, did you?
Well, no, I didn't try to get a rewrite. I rewrote, and my girlfriend typed up an entire rewrite of the second half of Crocodile Dundee 2. Me with the one line, the tuxedo onlooker. I didn't even have a name. Onlooker. I rewrote it. Charles Dutton, who I didn't know any of them. I just read the script, and I was like, this is not a New York script. Meanwhile, I had done comedy for like 5 months. I'm like, this is my open micer. I rewrote the whole script, handed it in. Charles Dutton was out, and guess who was leading Paul Hogan around New York?
Colin Quinn.
That's correct.
The tuxedo onlooker.
You wrote yourself into the movie more? You wrote a bigger part for yourself?
More as the co-star.
and submitted it?
Yeah.
That's great.
What a set of fucking balls. What kind of reaction did you get?
Just a deluded arrogance. I mean, I guess I was lucky. Like, they were Australians. They were just like, yeah, they just kind of ignored it and stuff. The director, I go, did you get I actually asked her afterwards, did you get the rewrite and everything?
Oh. Oh, how douchey.
Don't you wish you still had a copy of that?
I wish I had I do. I wish I had a copy of that script.
Oh, God.
I wish I could have really had the guy on tape when somebody told him.
Were you imagining what it would be like when they go like, oh, this is great, let's get him in for a meeting?
Yeah, no, I mean, literally, it's not like I looked like even a normal douche would look afterwards, like when he was on the set, would have looked away from the director like, oh, God,
right, embarrassed.
I literally looked him in the eyes like, what happened?
Oh, were you fucking naive?
What an ass.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Oh, that's so fucking douchey.
Real jerk.
Man.
A true jerk on the set. The guys that come up to me and go, hey, man, it's like I was that douche times 10.
Yeah. Yeah, how would you like if some guy came up to you and told you how you should do your act and
yeah,
that's
came up with a stupid script.
Right, that's who you were.
My girlfriend was probably looking at me like, what an asshole. I can't believe I'm dating this idiot.
Probably thought that beforehand.
Yeah. What? How long did it take you to rewrite it?
I don't know, probably like about a few days or something.
Did you write action scenes in?
I think it was mostly just. It was actually, because remember, it took place in like Queens, Long Island. So I put it in Brooklyn. I think I gave myself like a few monologues of stories that really happened.
Monologues.
That really happened, but they weren't even that exciting in my life. So I could tell Paul Hogan, just be like, hey man, like this is authentic.
This is real Brooklyn.
Real New York.
Yeah. You're going to love this. Oh, Jesus. How fucking embarrassing.
That's terrible.
Years later, I'm cringing.
And I guess years later, I'm barely cringing. That's it. Well, the movie wasn't that good anyway. So. How about the fact that they'd written already like the top hit of like 2 years before, and I'm still rewriting the second part. Well, part one was a try, and just you know, and I'm parading. If you could have seen me walk around that set, you would have thought I was the lead.
Really?
I was so like confident. I was just so like had no idea about like, you know, because I was doing stand up in New York. I was like, hey, you know, I felt like a big shot. You
hadn't been beaten down yet.
No, and it was also the '80s. So when you said I'm a stand up comic, everybody would go, what? You're a what?
Oh right, yeah.
Like later, people are like, oh, my cousin does it, you know.
Holy shit! Well, Carl, that's quite a story there. I actually felt a little bad for you, just imagining.
I didn't feel bad for him. He's fucking stupid.
Oh,
that was a great fucking movie.
Oh, Chip, kind of wasn't.
Chip has gotten very violent, profane lately.
Yeah, something's going on.
I'm letting my freak flag fly. Just gotta be myself.
I think this happened to his mother at the same age.
My mother said, "Chip, but let your star shine bright." A delightful woman.
No, she wasn't. All right, Carl.
No, she wasn't.
Have fun at the punchline.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Bye.
Colin Quinn. That's funny, man.
Oh, my God. What a set of balls. How embarrassing. And then being on the set after, like, you know that the guys probably talked about, like, you know what this fucking idiot did? Do you know what this fucking dumb extra did? And then they read it. I'm sure they read it to each other. Look at this line. He's got himself saying this. And then he comes in the next day like, hey, guys, so how did it go?
He's got to have a copy of that
somewhere. Did you read it?
He's got to have that in a file somewhere.
It wasn't in the digital age and the paper they used back then.
No, you know why? Well, it was probably typed up. It wasn't on a computer. He just typed it up and he probably handed it in and lost it.
That was it.
He had.
Oh, wow. Maybe someone has it out there.
I'd pay $500 for that.
Easily.
Fucking writes Charles Dutton out of the show, out of the movie, to write himself in. That's brilliant.
Smart.
Yeah, it is. Colin Quinn is here in studio.
Good morning, guys.
Hi, Carl.
Hi.
Look at that mic is like all limp in front of you.
I'll fix the mic.
Why help Colin?
Exactly.
And then you could pull it closer to his face
table,
instead of. Yeah, there you go.
Sitting back in the middle of the room.
What are you doing, Carl? I hear you're hitting up Rachel Ray after this.
Yeah, I got to head over to Rachel Ray after this and do some promos and
promoting the new
Unconstitutional.
The new, yes. Now you've got a whole new gig going for yourself.
Yeah.
And what's this one?
This one's the one that based on what you saw, Anthony, early on.
I did. I saw
Anthony
it over there.
Came early, almost a year ago.
Yeah, wow, that was that long ago.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Took you that long to put a Constitution show together? I would have had this together 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, right. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it was very funny. Nice. And that was early on.
You'll like it now.
Yeah. Where can I see this, Carl?
Oh, the Barrow Street Theater.
Yeah.
Theater.
Yes.
They spelled it wrong. They spelled it TRE, Barrow Street Theater with TRE at the end.com.
If you want tickets. You spell it both ways.
Oh, all right.
Maybe that's like the English spelling or something.
Theatre.
Yeah. It's only a block around from the corner from the cellar. I'm going head to head with the cellar. I told you that the other night, Jimmy.
Yeah, I know. Taking down the cellar.
Yep.
It's been empty every night. I performed to 2 people, and they were both waitresses. I'm like, where is everybody? I'm like, you know what's going on around the corner, don't you?
Yeah. Carl.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with this? You're doing 5 weeks of previews at the Barrow Street Theater. Then where do you go after that? Are you going abroad with it?
I don't think so.
Oh.
No.
On the road?
I don't know yet. It's really all kind of happened very suddenly. So it's been a whirlwind.
Are we getting another multimedia experience?
Well, it's kind of hard to say. It's in preview, so it's kind of, yeah.
You don't know much about this, Carl.
No, I don't. Well, I didn't expect these kinds of questions. You guys are
we are really.
You guys are really zeroing in, and it's starting to annoy me.
We are drilling you.
I thought I'd come in, you trash Unconstitutional, you trash the fact that was going on Rachel Ray, and then we move on to trashing other people that we know. I think we hit a couple of hot topics on the news. Do a little
That's it.
veiled racist trashing. And
Veiled?
No, exactly. What the hell am I talking about?
I hate how veiled racism sounds. It's phony. I like being authentic.
I like saying the word veiled. I like
Yes,
saying
that
the word
is
veiled.
true. Yeah.
Sorry,
No,
guys.
of course. We're very happy for you, Colin. And
How come no Wednesday shows? Now we'll get to it.
Jesus Christ.
No Wednesday.
is that like the theater day off or something?
No, that's
no,
what you do,
I
too.
don't know. It's actually not a bad question. That's what's so annoying about it.
You're supposed to do matinees on Wednesday.
Oh,
That's
right,
the two-show
right.
day.
No, not in the village. I'm doing matinees on the weekend if you'd like to stop by.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, it's convenient. You're in the village. You're out having a nice afternoon with the family, walking around, doing a little shopping. Then you're like, oh, let's catch a show before we head back to the PATH trains.
Yeah. Is that like, that just takes up your whole life for the entire length of when you do this, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's all encompassing.
Yes, it is.
No time for yourself.
There's no me time. You're right
No
about
you
that.
time.
I guess what? I don't want it right now anyway with this weather we've been having.
Oh, let's talk about the
Really is
weather.
ungodly.
What a great segue. And I tell you, this is what.
It's supposed to be April showers, not May showers.
Right.
Yeah, it's like God pissing on you, right, Carl?
Right. Oh, well. I guess that's one way of looking at it. Chipper.
I don't like these late to arrive springs and summers. It makes the summer go by too fast.
Oh, no, he's serious. That's what's scary.
By the time,
Shut up,
by
Anthony.
the time it gets nice, it's already almost September. And you know, somehow the weather knows when Labor Day is because right after that, the temperature plummets.
He's got a point.
I do have a point. But boy, when the pool is open, it's hot out, you're out in the summer, oh, it could be a little difficult.
Yeah, you'll have iced tea. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, this is great iced tea.
You think Jim's going to display his new beach body at your pool?
I
You
hope
bet.
so.
I've been over there every weekend just standing there looking at the tarp on top of it with no shirt on.
Jim's going to get all inked up before the thing. He's got like
Yes.
6 tattoos. Hi, girls.
Oh, Jim, have you ever thought of that? Maybe?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I want to
Little
get
ink?
Zappa lives.
Holy shit.
That's a good one.
You have you
You
ever
get a
thought of
Yosemite Sam on your ankle.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Doesn't that mean gay?
No, what? Yosemite Sam on your ankle?
I don't know.
I have no tattoo.
No tats.
No inclination.
You
for
haven't
tattoo
even
ever.
thought about
No
what
way.
if your body gets in a fucking nice
I
shape?
mean, what if? When it does.
Oh, well,
When it
is.
does.
Yeah.
When I'm totally buff, I will
I
not
can't
be
wait
any
to
tattoos.
have Jimmy over in the jacuzzi, though. It's always a fun evening.
Yeah.
When Jimmy comes over and hops in the jacuzzi and then yells at me because it's not warm enough for him.
Oh, the temperature of the jacuzzi fluctuates.
A lukewarm jacuzzi is it's better. You're better off in a fire hydrant. At that point.
It is
If
terrible.
you're gonna do it, Anthony.
It's upsetting.
I know.
Anthony's
No,
trying-
I finally figured it all out.
I can't believe you didn't have a jacuzzi. That's such a Long Island move to get that jacuzzi. You know, when I was 19,
Yes.
my friend hooked me up with this girl. She had a TR7. She was very, very
Oh.
pretty, and she had a TR7. You know, I didn't even have a car. I was like, oh my god, she's like she was rich. She lived in Lloyd Harbor.
Oh, yes, nice.
Nice. Nobody even knows where that is in Long Island.
Billy Joel lived there.
Ah, exactly.
Everyone knows that.
And we actually fooled around in her family's jacuzzi.
Wow.
And then I was a drunken idiot. Like I just abused her afterwards and walked her. You know, just
It's like an 80s
I
party
treated
movie.
her like And then I saw my friend. Like I just was like, hey, get out of here. Meanwhile, she was like the best thing that could have
wrong
happened in my
with
life.
you?
And then my friend, I just go up to him. I go, hey man. And the next time I saw him, I'm like, sorry. And he just walked away and would never talk to me again as long as I lived.
He never spoke to you?
Just because. Not even out of feelings for the girl, just out of how could you
How
blow
you
the most
fucked it up.
amazing shot I gave you?
You fucked it up. Yeah.
Was she pretty?
Oh, really pretty.
You fuck her?
Whoa. It was the 80s, of course. That's all people did.
Yeah,
It
that's
wasn't
it.
like that then, Jimmy.
You banged her in the jacuzzi or no?
No, I would never do that. That's grotesque.
I couldn't.
I wouldn't.
I don't like jacuzzi water on my dick.
Who wants
I can't-
any water on their cock?
I can't keep a fucking rod in the pool.
You got to get out of. You
Oh,
got
nobody
to
can.
kind of
It's
hang
ridiculous.
out. It's good if they're bent over the edge of the jacuzzi.
Oh, geez, this conversation is getting crazy.
Yeah,
It's getting a little blue.
yeah. This is what we call Morning Edge. We're changing the name of the show to the Morning Edge.
It really is.
Yeah, we're bringing it edgy.
Pools are not really too conducive to sex.
No.
Like it sounds like a good idea. It plays well in movies, but truth of the matter is, the lubricant gets all fucked up. Pool
Put
water.
lubricant in the pool. I'm not coming
No,
to the
no, I'm
jacuzzi.
talking
means
about
her pussy
natural,
juice.
Oh,
natural lubricant, natural lubricant.
Yeah. You know how it is when it gets all sloppy down there.
Oh, boy.
But this won't be like this on Rachel Ray.
Oh, you better believe it.
Oh, I want to talk about that. Well, she decided the next morning she got up early and she wound up getting like everybody some egg sandwiches from the deli.
Nice girl.
And brought it back, and she was like, "Well, I got to go, but here you go. Thanks, God." We just took them all and like threw them around the hotel room, smashed them on the wall, laughed that it's stuck on the wall and stuff. Because like, why would I eat that fucking whore's sandwich? Fuck her. And it's like, and everybody, yeah. Meanwhile, you just. What a bunch of assholes.
Right. You hungry?
Of course you're hungry, but you're not going to eat some slut's fucking egg. Would she rub it on a fucking pussy? You know, this is just fucking, you don't do that. You're just such an asshole.
Did you ever
at that
see her
age.
again?
No.
Did you ever see her again?
Yeah.
I don't think that.
And that girl is my wife.
We ran into a year later. She asked, "How was that sandwich?"
Yes.
I'd like to apologize to you.
Yes.
What happened to the egg whore?
Threw him around like an
motel?
egg sandwich slut.
The general double standard in our sexual society. You should know, Jimmy, you're the king of Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland does adore me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked going to Cleveland for the gigs.
Yeah.
The city itself leaves a little.
And the women. I do like the women in Cleveland.
Oh, lovely.
They're good girls. Boston girls, too. Philly girls can fucking go jump in the lake.
You don't like the Philly girl?
No.
They can kick rocks, in your opinion.
Yeah, they really can.
Yeah.
Fucking beat it. Fucking lead me on. Give
Why?
me nothing. Oh, they're the worst cock teasers alive.
But, Jim, I almost feel like you're taking one example isolated over the past 15 years, and she represents all Philly girls.
I have about 1,600 names I can give you. Of fucking,
What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on over there?
What's going on?
Hey, what's going on? You want some
crying out
water?
loud. Jim wants a blowjob.
Yeah, you want some water?
Blowjob.
You want a blowjob? I ain't
I'm
giving
not
you one.
freaking blowing you.
They're all full of shit. Anywhere from Philly to D.C., they're just fucking phony.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Never
make me
gotten anything
sick.
good in like
Nothing.
DC or anything?
Promises, and bullshit.
This is like the monologue and the internal monologue of one of those serial killer truckers. Anywhere from Philly to D.C. and the cops start to notice the geographical profiling. They're like, hey, right off 95 between
that.
Philly and D.C. there's been 5 murders.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
nicknamed it the
Promises,
Death Strip.
promises.
Yeah, with their tongues cut out, so they can never make another false promise.
Oh, promises.
Yeah, it's the
Jimmy's,
worst.
Strawberries and
Oh, my God.
he eats like he's in fucking Rome.
Right.
He needs like,
He's like one of those baby king, like the third, like the baby king of Nero or something.
Yeah, he's very healthy though. I heard his advice show yesterday. I was driving
saying,
home.
guys, without diet, it's all BS.
That's exactly what he did say.
So annoying.
Someone was
Someone called
calling
and wants to know
saying
how
that
do I
they do exercise and whatnot, but they're not losing as much weight as they wanted to. And Jimmy said it's not about the exercise; it's about the diet.
That's most of it.
Yeah, it's
That
most
really
of it.
that's a breakthrough thought anyway, but
It really
Well,
is.
Carl, I didn't have to be original. I just had to give this young man some advice. He said to me, I want to know how you do it. How do you do it, Rube?
Jerry, a lot of people say, well, you're living proof that you're human. In fact, more so.
More so. You're famous. I guess you just got to, deal with it.
Oh,
I just love that.
that's okay, because I'm maybe twice as famous as you. I'm
Simulated
worried
summer.
about all the other shit. You worried about this? What about pesticides?
I'll pour water on my strawberries.
Poured his water all over your strawberries.
Only because I knew if I reached for your coffee, which I wanted to do, and smashed it, you would have caught me too early.
Yes.
I had to go with what was available to my hands. Now Jim's moving his items away from me. Well, I told you, this creep started it. Many years ago, I was trying to have a lovely cup of tea at the Comedy Cellar, as I like to have, and suddenly I go upstairs and I was like, they gave me mint tea instead of regular tea. I don't like mint tea. Turns out to be they gave me regular tea. It was not the staff's fault. I want to emphasize that.
Oh, no.
This asshole was chewing gum and stuck his gum in my fucking tea. I was drinking his goddamn gum, his gum juice.
Holy shit. You thought it was mint tea.
I was like, mint tea. I don't like this.
Minty
He's sitting there
fresh.
smirking at the table. So ever since then,
I
anytime
got
he's
it
at the
twice.
table.
I got you twice.
Yeah,
And
it
that
was
was 10 years ago.
Yeah, and ever since then, literally, if he's at the table, even all these years later, you think somebody was mature adults, I carry my tea, any beverage I have, I carry them down with me.
Well, you
I gotta go
should,
pee or
yes.
whatever.
He's going to fucking pervert
It's
it
ridiculous.
in some fashion. Wow. Were you grossed out with the thought? You know.
No, just one of those things. It was just infuriating.
It's in his mouth, and you know.
No, Anthony, you know what it
bad.
is? You like certain comforts. That's all I'm saying.
Is that all you're saying? What can we look forward to in your?
Well, you're the only one who really understands what I'm trying to achieve.
I love it.
Oh, I know what you're trying to achieve.
I love
No, you don't,
it.
Jim.
Maybe you meant me.
What's that?
Maybe you meant that I'm the only one who understands.
No, I meant Anthony's the only one.
Horse.
What do you think he's trying to achieve? Let's do a test.
What is he trying to achieve?
Colin's trying to achieve.
He is trying to rid the world of this ignorance and revisionist history that is going on, and using humor to get these points across instead of the doldrums of C-SPAN.
Thanks.
Thank you, of course.
What do you think, Jim?
It's very interesting.
Trying to do some fucking fun jokes.
Oh. Voss is the one that broke it open in many ways for Norton and the rest of the Jersey hacks to actually work in New York.
Jersey hacks.
In that sense,
That's
you
a
have to
kind
give
of
them
compliment.
credit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bringing the Jersey hacks.
Yeah, I think Voss got there first. We went around the same time, though.
Yeah.
No, I remember it very vividly. It was Voss. No, you care about the second.
I like the second, but
Why do you care about the first?
well, that's what I do. It's kind
But
of
I'm
my
saying
job.
who's trotting on the First Amendment?
There are a lot of things that trot on my First Amendment rights, especially political correctness, more so than
infuriating.
To
gotta
not
come see
have
the
the
show
ability.
again.
I will
discuss it.
absolutely. To not have the ability to address especially racial issues in this country without having the scarlet R put on your chest is a fucking embarrassment.
I'm tired of black people being called racist for addressing white issues. I agree with you.
Oh. Unbelievable.
It really is infuriating. I would really like to have more of a freedom to say things and have an open dialogue, because nothing gets accomplished unless you can really hash it out like that. But they're so afraid to just have an open discussion about race in this country.
Well, that's actually addressed very deeply in the show.
Good. I got to see
It's almost
it.
like you're quoting the show in many ways.
Wow.
Do you address the fact, too, with the...
I was actually going to use Scarlet R. I have it written down, but now I'm afraid because
R.
he already
Why not?
Call.
because I feel like
the scarlet letter.
Don't even feel.
Instead of an A, it's an R.
Don't
you
even
say.
feel that way. You take it.
Yeah, Hester Prynne.
Oh, somebody's doing a little reading on the old Stairmaster.
Now, do you mention the fact that in the Constitution, everybody complains like when you mention the guns.
Right.
And you say something about, well, when the Constitution was drafted, they didn't have fucking AR-15s or whatever it is they have. It was a different time.
Well, I certainly don't want to mention that because that would be,
And they say, well, different time. They still meant the same thing. But if you say, how can you listen to people who wrote the Constitution because they had slaves and they're talking about freedom, these same people will go, it was a different time. You have to allow that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I see it as there are certain things that you have to look at when they were keeping rights from people. That is what is considered wrong. Right. When they're respecting rights, because rights aren't given, they're there. They're your God-given rights. And when they're respecting those rights, that's a good thing. So with the Second Amendment, they're respecting your right to bear arms. As of being slave owners, they are taking away someone's rights. So you can make that distinction, Jim. They're not the same thing that you're really talking about.
But it's the overall point and the view of how we say that was the times.
Well, so we throw the entire document away because they were slave owners? Is that smart?
I need a strawberry.
He's got a very constitutional mustache made out of a napkin, Carl. You're looking very
I come out.
Very constitutional.
The Constitution. But that's this little whatever this was here is exactly why the show now it's more important now than ever.
If you see one
when I
show
say now,
this year,
I only mean 5 weeks.
Right.
Because despite Jim's plans for me to tour all over the goddamn country.
Right, he has you everywhere.
I'm sick of this thing. I've been doing it a year. Great. 5 weeks and I want to fucking shoot it, make some goddamn money, get the fuck out.
Well, I want to go see it.
And, I have to make one more comment about that because a lot of people do bring up it was muskets back then. Yeah. They would never, have it with assault rifles and whatnot. Do you think when they wrote the Second Amendment and said you have the right to bear arms, that they weren't talking about the absolute top-of-the-line weaponry of their day? The musket? They didn't say, well, you have the right to bear this. It's not as good as our amazing assault musket. But so as time went on, you got better weaponry. And during the course of their own lives, they saw weaponry advance leaps and bounds. You thought they thought it was just going to stop right there? They knew it was going to advance.
Personally, I don't think they saw the degeneration, the way society would degenerate into school shootings. I don't believe they saw that
From
coming.
what they've seen all over the globe back then, it's horrible.
Regardless of what they thought at that point, this is where we are now.
Right.
And we have to look at things and how they're affecting us now. And the point I'm making is simply people are, and this is all of us, are selective when they look at something like, well, that was the times. Like, we say that at certain times when it suits the argument. But to say that that was the times when they wrote about muskets, it's like, well, they meant it to continue. Well, then...
Given that that's what the Times was, so he can move along.
Well, that's what the Times.
That's all he wants.
That really is all I want. Is
That's
that
all
one
he
point?
All he wants you to do is go, hey, you know what? That's an interesting point. And
Jim,
we fucking move along.
what an interesting point, and I got to agree with you on that one.
This is about states' rights versus federal rights.
Thank you, yes.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
And the show covers it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, good.
I'm sitting here going, guys, just come to see the show. Then you can really make your arguments.
Yes, and you'll be informed.
Oh, you'll be totally informed.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take a break, and we got, of course...
is Martha here or no?
Is Martha here
we're
yet?
still waiting. Okay.
Oh, we got Alan Hunter and Martha Quinn will be joining us. Carl,
excuse
the
me,
old,
Let's take a break.
Yeah, yes.
Is Jim intimately acquainted with Martha Quinn? Is Martha here?
No, I just
Is
looked out the
Martha
window and
here?
saw-
Stop. You don't know. I call her Miss Quinn.
Martha.
What's she doing?
Oh, man. A deuce? Or
She's taking a long one? It's kind of hot, actually.
yeah.
We don't have to-
Wow. No, we'll do that.
Wait, now let me ask you a question, because this is a big question for me, and it caused a lot of contention last time. Where the fuck do you guys expect me to sit when all these other people come in?
Right where you are.
I'm leaving.
No!
Stay where you are.
Don't leave. Stay there.
Every time I try to move to the other thing, and that caused a lot of problems last week. You were here with Opie, Bill Burr, and Mark Cuban.
So don't move. You know,
Don't move.
I don't want to be rude to the new guest.
No,
Sit
I
right
want
there.
you to stay right there.
Dum-dum.
I want you to stay right there. They
You
can
stay
sit over
there,
there.
that's why-
Fine.
I like Colin right
This whole
there.
thing has
Get
this,
up.
this whole thing has a synergy to it.
Yes, you know these lovely lads and ladies
Sure I
from
do.
MTV.
Yeah.
You have a common
Probably
background
some
here.
real knee slappers to tell.
Yeah. It's I was just saying to Martha and Alan in the hallway, the way it's written is really great because it's like it's like whatever subject they're covering, you have four different, you have Alan, Mark, then you have Nina, then Martha, and all four of them talking about the same thing, but it's done in such quick blurbs and in their own words. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
It's
an
the New
oral
York Times
history.
book review, jerk off.
What's that?
Nothing. I didn't like the way you were like, it's interesting. It's really great the way it's written.
Well,
No,
Colin,
he says, I
as
really
an-
like the style of the fonts.
Yeah, as an author, I felt qualified to comment on the way something was written. And I do think it was very well done because it's tough to pull this off, as I've said on many occasions.
But you said something key, Al, when you said, okay, I'm getting paid. Like at MTV, it was the greatest job in the world. You're like, I can't believe they're paying me. And then when you hit the real world and you start to get subsequent jobs, you go, well, okay, I'm getting paid.
I'm getting paid. Yeah.
And better, getting paid better.
Oh,
too.
yeah, MTV's the cheapest place ever.
Oh,
But it's
man.
the
You know what I
greatest
made on
place
Remote Control?
ever.
Not that I was the lead, but I was the other guy. $100 a show.
Wow.
Cheapest.
You got $100 a show.
Yeah.
But Colin, they made up for it for literally being the center of the universe for
Yes,
a
they
period
did.
of time.
And
so
there is
that's what I mean.
there is equity in enjoying where you are.
Yeah.
There's a certain
Especially
amount
when
of-
you're young and
Right,
This is why
right.
Martha's so good because she's putting a very positive, happy spin on it.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
genuinely bitter, and you want to burn the
He's
building down.
not.
And she's like, you know what? There was a lot of laughs to be had, guys.
Hey,
what
we
about
had some
the fact-
fun.
What
Yeah.
about the fact that Anthony, who we think of as this man on a constant tirade, goes, there is equity in being happy where you are.
Yeah, exactly.
How civilized
would
thing
you
I've ever heard out of
know?
his psychotic mouth.
Biting the hand that feeds him every day.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
There's equity in being happy where you are. I think he's in love with Martha, and he's just flirting with her.
Yeah,
Who isn't?
This is not Anthony. We don't know who this person who showed up right now is. I've never met him.
Oh, you people. No,
we're going to say some affirmations in a minute.
Yeah.
They invited me back, which was great. It's like having your ex-boyfriend go, hey, you know what, baby? I do want you back. And that
We
felt
could,
really good.
yeah.
But that time around,
And it was
I
for
knew,
the money the
okay,
second
the sun is temporary. The first time around, I thought I would be there forever.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
second time around, I was like, yeah, we'll see how long.
I'll milk
How
this
long
as
was
long
this?
as we can.
But
Yeah.
that's when I met Ken and Colin and the whole
And
remote control.
Who knew
Steve
when we were doing?
Treakus.
Who knew when we were doing that show? That Iron Maiden shirt reminds me. There was a lonely boy under a house in New Jersey with a Dawkins T-shirt playing Monster Rain.
Little Jimmy.
Yes.
Jimmy is the prototypical MTV watcher, I bet.
Yeah.
I can't bring.
Oh, no, hold on.
What?
Oh, wait.
Huh?
Well, we got Colin on the hotline.
Oh, let's go to call.
Yeah, because, you know, I want to hear your story. But,
Oh, of course.
Yes. Colin Quinn, how are you, sir?
You've been hearing his stories for 15 years. Do you really want to hear his story again?
I'll tell you why, Colin. You're absolutely right. But we're having a weird, like, slow news day, and these are the days where we pull shit out that we never want to talk about just to fill airtime. So I'm starting to think what Ant's about to say could be pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
It's also, I knew you guys on a slow news day. You know why? Because you guys put me right on the air instead of bumping me for Paul Anka like you motherfuckers did last.
Oh,
We didn't know what
Paul
to do
Anka.
that day.
Paul?
I do apologize.
Paul fucking
No.
Anka.
Yeah, he wrote My Way.
You guys said it like Scorsese and De Niro in the studio.
It's Paul Anka, though.
Call back later. Click. I was like, holy shit.
We were kind of scared to meet Paul Anka because, you know, we've all heard the tapes. But he turned out to be a really nice guy.
I wasn't in that day. I know I missed him.
Yeah.
Hey, if he was drinking coffee, he'd be Paul Thanka.
Get it?
That didn't sound like Norton. It sounded like shit.
I sure am looking forward to seeing your show.
Yeah, we're going tomorrow night, right?
You are? I love it.
Yeah.
How about, is that little stupid blueberry coming with you?
No, I will. First of all, the way I eat blueberries is perfectly acceptable. There's nothing wrong with
You're
it.
an aardvark when he eats blueberries.
I do not look like an aardvark when I eat blueberries. I look like a sweet boy behaving in a healthy fashion.
Anyway, Keith Robinson is doing a mild version of that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They don't like RSVP. They don't like that kind of language.
No.
I think they also confuse it with SPQR for some reason.
I don't think over the years, I don't think they like any type of, initials.
Yeah, the only thing they really like is sticking it to white women. That's what my mother said. She said, Chip, but they ram it deep.
Wow.
So
Jesus.
she actually, she went from kind of trying to keep the delusion alive to her friends.
They are her friends. She heard that from her lady friend.
Oh, okay. That was all right.
Yeah, now it's just blatant.
Yeah. My mother's ankles get chafed.
Jesus.
No, but I still wish I had that magic assistant.
Why don't you just get someone who can fucking go through all this stuff?
No, because it would have to be somebody who's got no. It would have to be like a female Chip, only smart, you know?
Yeah.
Just like a mousy female Chip.
Mousy.
Nothing better than a mousy girl.
Hey, they get things done, though.
Yeah.
They do.
And they don't fucking say anything if you try to stick it in. They just take it.
Ah.
Maybe an ex-Starbucks worker.
Oh, Carl, do you need this here? Should I put it in the foil and put it away? Carl, this is really funny, but you should tighten up the ending a little bit. Oh, I can see Patty giving Colin advice on his show.
Really good advice, too.
Oh, yeah. This is good. Are you going to have a blue or a green light on you when you say it?
Yeah. Your point is really being lost here. I don't know what you're trying to say.
What a frump.
Yeah, but you know what? He's working.
Oh, wow. See what Jimmy did?
See,
Yeah.
Colin.
Yeah, sometimes the aardvark gets off a good one.
I wish somebody would smash your face at your blueberries right now.
Oh, it doesn't even have any.
I don't
right
have
now.
it.
Damn
I'm cutting down on the strawberry.
Yeah.
Sam came back like fucking Maximus in Gladiator.
Yeah, Sam.
It's like Billy Batson.
Yes.
Yeah, Sam was like the fucking the guy in fucking Schindler's List that was shooting everybody, right, Carl?
Yeah, well, it's kind of a weird.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? Shooting up Syracuse.
Chip ruins everything.
Yeah, Chip ruins it all. No, Lord and Michelle just defended Jimmy. Jimmy does not look like an aardvark when he eats blueberries. They sent me more great blueberry tweets after Norton. It was so funny, right, Jim? How many were those great?
Yeah, they fucking really, they couldn't stop talking about it. I didn't care for all of them.
No.
But I should be defended. My blueberry eating is perfectly acceptable.
It's hack, though. It's like, oh, blueberries are antioxidants. Ugh, shut up. People knew that like 6 years ago.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a performance artist. I'll go with the old farts are funny hack.
All right, guys.
All right.
See you later. All right, buddy.
See you guys tomorrow. Under the footlights.
Yeah, fuck. I won't be there.
Oh, God.
I should fucking go heckle him.
No.
I'll just yell shit out.
You probably shouldn't.
Yeah, who are you, Ben Franklin or something?
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Oh, my God.
Look at this.
Stop the presses.
Oh, he brought some gifts.
Oh, I brought some Magnolia Bakery.
Colin.
Did you really?
Well, I don't know.
Very nice, Colin Quinn.
Colin's a gentleman.
Yeah, that's just like my Paul Anka gift.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Yup.
You believe
We
Paul
never
Anka?
discussed the Paul Anka situation, did we?
No.
Not really.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Colin's got an issue.
I forgot. You,
Touch any of my Magnolia Bakery gifts.
Magnolia
It's
Bakery.
lies
what they say.
the Paul Anka thing with Colin Quinn gets way worse because now I got a gift from the man.
Unbelievable.
Colin Quinn, for the people that don't know, was on hold, and I'm not even gonna lie. Like, we would take Colin's call every single fucking time. Me and Jim Norton panicked that day, and we wanted everything perfect for the Paul Anka interview because we heard the tapes.
Of course, he gets like maniacal.
We thought, we could be in a world of hurt if things weren't, working out quite right.
Yes.
So we blew off Colin Quinn,
Yeah.
and he has never let it go. By the way.
Well,
It was only a couple of months ago, for Christ's sake. Second of all, I like the fact you guys have MMA guys in here every day. You bust their chops, but Paul Anka, we didn't want it. We and Jim were panicking.
he's a fucking.
Paul Anka, who gives a damn?
Paul Anka's a legend.
Shut up. You know what? I don't want to be corny. This feels right in a way that Jim here in the third seat never did.
Yeah. What a great way to start the morning. I really loved it and look forward to the next time. With much respect.
They love
Paul
respect.
Anka. Handwritten note, by the way.
Yeah. You don't see those anymore. No assistant.
Huh?
No, that's Paul
This
Anka.
is old school.
That's an autographed card.
Yeah.
Of course he enjoyed the morning because I was sitting there on hold. And then they go to me. Sorry, I thought it was late. Honestly, I thought Lady Gaga was in.
Oh, really?
No, because they go, look, can you call back? They have to leave me on hold for 8 minutes. Paul Anka's here. I was like, yeah, I guess. Click.
Oh,
I didn't do the click
wow.
part. We panicked, Colin. We did panic.
Wow.
We know it wasn't right, but we did panic.
Has disrespected me so much in the past 3 months. I don't know where to start. Anthony, you weren't here one day. Him and Bill Burr, I was so mad. I can't even explain.
Who was in that day that we panicked? Oh, it was
Because here's
Mark
why.
Cuban.
Mark Cuban comes in, who I knew before that.
I was in that day.
By the way, I thought we worked this out.
I remember that. You were relegated to the couch.
Right.
Yes.
I wasn't relegated. I go, hey, let me go sit at the couch trying to be nice. Little did I realize the psychology. When you put yourself to the couch, people treat you like that.
Yes, you're now the couch person.
Yeah.
Right.
So then these two dummies start trashing me in front of Mark Cuban when I feel like it should be all of us against whoever the guest is. But I understand you guys have guests.
You're right.
Well, Bill Burr certainly had no business jumping in. And then Mark Cuban, like any human being sensing blood like a chicken pecking party, starts trying to attack me too. Then I trash stupid Shark Tank. Then he gets, that's a great number one race. Shut up. And but before, what bugs me before that, I knew Mark Cuban. I had met him twice.
Oh,
we got along great. So I figured in the back of my mind, I was like, hey, you know what? If push ever comes to shove, I go for a couple of bill to Mark Cuban. I go on the street for a couple of million. And now that's ruined for life. Because I left. Opie, how'd I leave? We'll just look at each other scowling, and I just left.
Colin was mad, for real.
I was so mad.
I'll admit it. I was in the wrong. And you know
Burr,
that.
I'll never speak to again.
Yeah.
Except in the rear naked chokehold. That's how I'm talking. And I have him spittling up for Bill. Bill, why'd you riff on this, Bill?
Colin's biting his finger.
The one
Very
thing,
angry.
we've been doing this a very long time, but the one thing that we're still a little shaky about is when guests come in, we do change our persona sometimes.
It's really
I don't know why we do that.
horrendous. It's
Corny.
Corny.
But we do. Also, we become gentlemen or something.
It's ridiculous. And once again, the stand, it could be Paul Anka, Mark. It doesn't matter who it is. As long as they say, I'm a guest, suddenly all things
That
in front
is
of
true. We ought to fucking.
I mean, we do
reassess.
I don't want to ruin this for Guy Fieri. He comes in all happy.
Oh, no,
He's like, hey.
Fuck that guy.
No, we kill Guy. It's a level of celebrity that we become gentlemen. We do a good job with them, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, man, I'm not acting like me right now.
Yeah, I know.
And the most annoying, it goes without saying, is Norton, who somehow decides his IQ goes up when a guest comes in. And it doesn't. Everybody knows it doesn't. Last week, I was here. Can I quote last week?
Yes, please.
When I was here and the MTV people were here. Yeah, Alan Hunt, Martha, all they're in the book. First of all, he looks at the book 2 minutes before they come in and then tries to act like he read the whole thing when they come in. First of all, the book is reading it. You know, a lot of these books, that's how he does it. He trashes the other thing that doesn't exist. And I was like, what? A lot of these books, you can't read them. But this book is great. Oh, that's very incisive. Well, he snuck in the thesaurus for that one. I mean, this book, you can just read the short stories. And shut up. Shut up.
You don't appreciate how he jumped in there and tried to talk the book up. Sugar muffin.
I don't know what the fuck is a
sugar muffin.
But I'm calling Colin that forever now. You're my little sugar muffin.
It's better than that blueberry eating aardvark that comes in
Colin,
here.
I got to tell you.
I think dipping, maybe with a fork and a knife, dipping it in.
I think that Jim, now his new culinary attitude is an inspiration to us all. But
it certainly is. Mr. Blueberry and Strawberries.
He really isn't. Oh, he does look like an aardvark when he eats. He looks like he forages more than eats, really, at this point.
But his self-hatred hasn't gone down one iota, even though he looks at himself in the mirror and sees a new Jim Norton there.
Right.
He just still despises himself.
I don't know. I've always been very cautious about comedians being self-hating. I have a hard time with it sometimes.
But thinking that they are, or knowing that they are?
Well, I understand there's a certain style of it that we are, but just the fact that you get up and get paid for people to listen to you talk, there's something else there.
There is something else there, but you could also say that that's making up for the part that...
No, I feel like people with really low self-esteem cower in a corner at a party and never say a word. Comedians all get theirs, if you'll notice.
Yeah.
For all the talk.
Right.
They go out and get theirs, so, you know what I mean?
Oh, Colin, really mixing it up here today with this.
No kidding.
And this one, I didn't see that coming.
He didn't want anybody to be sympathetic to the main character.
Right.
He didn't want him relatable.
And then he finds a girlfriend, and then Jim Norton is in it, and he's at a radio station, because apparently the guy gets into radio at some point.
Of course he does.
Of course he does.
Why does he pick Jimmy over us for the radio parts?
Because him and
It's the only
Jimmy
part I
sat
could
down
play.
with him.
Oh, you
said,
think
I know
Jimmy?
some people I can get it to, too, by the way, my manager.
You're right. You know, I could get this thing greenlit for you.
Yeah, that's his big ace in the hole when he throws Norton's name out.
That Fox
and the studio
Searchlight.
executives stare blankly.
I know some of the people at Fox Searchlight.
We got the pressure's on because Trace Atkins is coming in here, and Colin's going to be watching us very closely to see if our personalities change.
Colin, he is going to say, wow, these guys are really good friends with Colin Quinn. That's what Trace Atkins is going to walk away with.
I was just saying I hated when Bill and Opie threw me under the bus when stupid Mark Cuban came in. They ruined my friendship with a billionaire. I was the only one who knew him.
You really were.
Bill Barr's like, Dad, he's still taking over like he was the third mic. It was infuriating. Bill, I can't even think about it.
I actually.
All right, let Trace in. I'm going to go sit in the couch, but I don't want that to
No,
change.
no, you sit right where you are.
I don't want that to change my status.
No.
You stay there.
No one puts Colin in a corner.
Why is everyone moving around?
Good Anka.
Man, he was great.
And he's
So
coming back
annoying.
Tuesday because he had so much fun.
Colin didn't like. They thought he was.
I didn't like the fact.
Well, we hung up on. Remember, he was
on the phone. That's right.
No
you were
respect.
trying to get in.
No respect for a guy that's been with us.
No respect.
Yeah. What's that?
Am I Rodney?
That's a man's man. Not like the fucking faggots that are
Trace
in this room.
Atkins, Colin Quinn.
He's a man's man. You can't deny it.
Did we make you proud? We didn't change our personalities too much.
At the beginning,
No.
it got a little fawning.
Everybody
They did get a
cowered.
little fawning.
You fucked it up again, Quinn. again.
We could just talk like Trace all weekend now.
Fucking Trace.
This has been so much more fun, the energy without Jim Norton. I hate that. It's not an attack on Jim. It just, he brings a certain, what do I want to say, toxicity to the place.
Do you think there's a negativity that comes with Jim Norton on the program? Carl, he's going to fucking unfollow your ass again. Again.
Yeah, the unfollowing scandal is still not resolved, by the way.
I think there's still some bad blood there.
There's a lot of bad blood there. That has to be really
Jimmy Norton
resolved.
unfollowed on Twitter.
Colin Quinn. Did he make a public appearance about it and really do a press release? Or he just quietly?
From all followers,
It was underhanded.
all mutual followers. He literally unfollowed me for a month before I found out.
Ooh. And then he tried to lump Colin in with a bunch of people that he unfollowed.
Yes.
He goes, no, I was just unfollowing everybody.
And he goes, I'm not mad. It was just fuck everybody. I was like, man, that doesn't sound too mad.
Oh, my God.
Wait, Jesus Christ.
We went late.
He's mentally ill.
So, mid-September, I'm thinking.
Cool. Colin Quinn, what can we say? Thank you for coming
in. It was really
in.
fun being the. I consider myself coming on.
Yes.
I'm sort of like what Leno was to Tonight Show before they got rid of Johnny.
Right.
You'll read the post next week. My manager's going to put in Jim Norton ready to retire.
Colin Quinn stepping in. And Colin, what would you like the people to know?
I just like to say Jim Norton's in Florida today. Everything's right with the world. True. I'm doing my little show up at Barrow Street, Constitutional. That's about it.
Jim Norton's at the Comedy Zone down there, right?
In Jacksonville.
So go see Jimmy. We do like Jimmy, even though Colin coming in here is like...
It's like a breath of fresh air.
It really is.
Colin Quinn in studio.
Oh, my God.
I am Colin Quinn on the Twitter.
Oh!
Hi, guys.
Good morning,
So
Colin Quinn.
Good morning, guys.
How are you?
If I was any better, it would be illegal.
Oh, that's a good one.
All day you'll be hearing that.
You're a card.
Now, we got Jenny Hudd on the phone, but I want to get the first plug-in for Carl here. Unconstitutional.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, this is a great one-man show. Great. And it's going to be at the Cherry Lane Theater from July 4th through the 23rd, right?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Okay. And how do they get
really
tickets?
hitting out of the park, I'll tell you the truth.
I'm going to go and
How do you get tickets? Google it, you morons. How else do you get tickets these days?
All right.
I love the fact you give everybody the link. Google Unconstitutional, my name, and enjoy a lovely show.
Right?
Google it.
You want to start from the top or go right to the "Are you a racist?" question? Let's go to "Are you a racist?"
It literally sounds like "Are you now or have you ever been?" from
Right.
Or fucking, or like McCarthy. It's like McCarthyism. Are you a communist?
Yes. Now it's a racist.
I mean, what I just said.
I think
use the actual term.
I think you're talking about fucking. Are you now or have you been a homosexual from Full Metal Jacket?
No.
Oh, no, from Clockwork Orange. Sorry, I think you're doing a movie line.
No, it's from. That's how they said.
Have you?
Well, I don't remember. That was your high school days. How am I supposed to know? Oh shit! Swimwear.
As we sit here, it seems to me an informal jury of your peers and your fans and your critics and your business associates are weighing the question, is Paul Anka a racist? So I'll ask it to you bluntly. Are you a racist?
Yes. Whoa. No, watch out for Matt Lauer.
Yeah.
Yes, Matt. I'm a racist.
You're not in the Panjshir Valley interviewing the head of the Al-Qaeda. But you're going to get hardcore and in-depth. Idiot.
Ah, shit.
No, I'm not.
By birth, by choice, by osmosis, you don't feel you have racist tendencies.
What a country! What a country!
Can you believe this?
This is more than TV. It's
like fucking white people scolding each other to deflect attention from themselves.
Oh, it's like Vonnegut.
Don't feel you have racist tendencies.
No. As a child, I was raised in a home.
God.
That accent never good when you're being asked if you're a racist.
Let me tell you one thing. I've been so kind to the Negroes growing up.
I said nigger as a noun, not an adjective.
Exactly. You know, growing up with the little pickaninnies running around the yard, I think it's...
That accent,
by the way,
is very hard to defend.
The other question I'd like to ask is when they do destroy her, whatever, empire, which is ludicrous that she should have an empire, but she has an empire to begin with, how many black employees does she have that are going to be unemployed?
Right.
That's the other question.
Yes.
And how do they feel? They're like, I'd rather have my job and have her have said the N-word during a bank robbery than be unemployed and part of the big solution.
Yeah,
I don't like your impression of her employees. That was you doing her employees. I didn't like.
I was doing kind of this guy went to one of those black colleges in Atlanta.
I went to Morehouse or to Howard.
Howard's the go-to.
My impression was pretty ludicrous.
She was robbed at gunpoint. Am I right? Is that what happened?
Yes.
By a black guy.
And she came home and said, "I need a nigger right. We're gonna give me the store rob my ass." She got that great voice like 3-pack a day.
Tolerated bad grades. What? He would tolerate maybe me breaking a curfew.
Well, this is really irrelevant, but
if I ever
how's Matt looking at this point? Is he just
Matt looks like he always looks
bewildered and think you're better than others, or have been unkind?
He's like a passive
your butt is going to be mine.
All right, but you raised your right hand.
Yes, I
and
did.
you swore under oath.
And you spoke honestly, which you should never do.
That was the crime.
That was the lesson we all learned.
Don't
that
just lie.
is the lesson.
Yeah, you can't speak honestly.
Be honest.
Ever.
Never be honest about the race, especially because you will be hung.
Right.
Let's hear it.
I'm glad we all learned that, Anthony. But anyway,
you have used a word that is the most offensive word used to describe an African American.
Oh, he's the
worst. Wedding or not. So how does someone use the N-word, whether in anger or in a joke or in private, the most offensive word to African Americans,
except
and
that
not be considered a racist?
when they use it,
they're using it constantly.
The day I used that word, it was a world ago. It was 30 years ago.
Listen to this groveling.
You should have said, Matt, I'm going to hold a gun in your face right now, Matt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I don't want you to call me the B word.
Yeah.
How can you say I'll kill you and not be considered a murderer? Sometimes you just say things in anger, Matt.
And this is the point we're at in society where now you're responsible for something you said 30 years ago.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Most offensive word for African Americans.
30 years ago.
Paula Dean was the teller at the time this whole thing went down?
Yeah.
Real snitch.
That's a problem.
A shaking gun. Because the man that had the gun to my head, unbeknown to me,
was a nigger.
My customer at the main office.
But didn't you also admit, Paul, that you used the word on other occasions?
No.
So
Wait a minute. Let me just say something.
Witch hunt.
He wanted to get past that story.
Right, yes,
so fast.
Because he feels guilty inside because he knows it's all bullshit.
He's like, whoa, let's move on to something else. This is not part of the narrative.
People might accept that as a reasonable reason to use that word.
Of course they would.
Yes, black guy holding this fucking gun in your face. So, let's get past that to the point where you just said it because, the fucking guy was walking down the street. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
What a smug
So you have, other than that one time in the bank, a robbery attempt,
always
you're telling me you have never used the
N-word. I never. They asked me in all of my 66 years on Earth, had I ever used it.
What the fuck is wrong with this country?
Can you believe this is happening?
Who gives a fuck?
I'm
so insane.
He was later caught.
Holy
shit! I had gone out on a limb for him and gotten him alone, and he was frightened that I was going to recognize him.
So reports that you were asked in that deposition whether you had used the N-word on other occasions and said...
He's like, forget the
probably
gunpoint
or of
robbery.
course, are
Back to the N-word.
Yeah.
Back to word use.
I answered the question truthfully.
I'm amazed.
Man. So you have never used the N-word.
Oh, my God.
It's just not a part of...
This country's finished.
He's an adult saying the N-word.
Yeah, what a fucking dripping, sanctimonious
country.
Phony.
And he, though, you can't even... He's every one of these motherfuckers. He's just one of every one of these fuckers.
The insanity over this. It's ridiculous.
A fuck. Do you believe they were talking about a word?
The only people that should have an opinion on any of this are the mixed race, not Sam types.
The mixed race.
The not Sams, we call them.
Wow.
Wow. The way he was talking, you would think he was questioning her about a murder. Or some kind of Bernie Madoff embezzlement thing.
But when he's not in front of the cameras, he knows better. That's what's frustrating to me.
Let me tell you something.
He doesn't.
That's even more evil.
These people are phony. They're phony. They want you to believe that Matt Lauer has never even imagined saying that horrible word. He's a liar. Stop it.
What a fraud, man.
Let me ask you about this part of the deposition. You were asked whether using the N-word in telling a joke was hurtful, and you said, quote, "I don't know, most jokes are about Jewish people, rednecks, black folks. I didn't make up the jokes. They usually target, though, a group. I can't myself
If you made a
what
joke
offends
using the
another person."
N-word, you might be a redneck. And you might work for the Jews.
Aren't most jokes hurtful, if you really think about it?
Well, yeah.
It's hurtful to somebody.
One said the water's cold, the other said the water deep. I believe one boy was from Arkansas.
What's he talking
All
about?
jokes are hurtful.
Right. That's what makes them
Matt's
funny.
talking about?
I told you
Only
what
black
Jack
jokes are
Simmons,
hurtful?
Jack Simmons once said.
Yeah.
When he was doing a joke about baby Jessica. It was a while ago.
Oh, wow.
I'm not young. And he goes, come on, folks, whenever they moan, come on, folks. It's comedy. Somebody's got to get hurt.
That's true.
And that's the truth.
Yes.
It's comedy. And I don't like the fact you said it was Baby Jessica. It was really Baby Lindbergh.
That's hurtful.
Walking home on Jefferson.
Hey, thank God Baby Jessica, though, right? Came out
Thank
fine.
God. Did you,
yes.
Thank God.
Did you make fun of Baby Jessica ever in your life?
No, never.
No, you can't. You
I
can't make
submit
fun of
to
that
you,
scene.
Greg.
No.
You can't. You can't make fun of that.
Norton just switches off because he was like a young wannabe comedian hack that watched a few comedy specials and he told his friends he had a Baby Jessica joke for his local dumb Monster Rain friends before he did comedy. I got that whole thing just now when he goes, "Did you ever make fun of Baby Jessica?" You guys go, "No." He goes like this back to his phone.
No, I was just kidding because it was like the Paul Anka. I was scolding them.
Have you ever made fun of a baby in a pipe? No? Fucking Matt Lauer.
What offends another person? That last sentence gets me. I can't myself determine what offends another person.
That really hits to my heart. That hurts my heart, Matt.
He's saying now
he's fucking insane.
That her answer that I don't have any I don't really know what offends another person.
That got him,
which is a
man.
reasonable answer.
Right.
He now sits there and goes, "How do you not know what
He goes, "That really gets me."
Yeah, that got him.
Hey, that was hardcore.
First of all, you're allowed to offend other people. It's amazing. You're really allowed to do it.
Anymore. We used to be allowed to.
Not Matt Lauer.
Last sentence gets me. I can't myself determine what offends another person. Do you have any doubt in your mind that African Americans are offended by the N-word?
No.
Yes, I do doubt it.
They use it. It's nigga this, nigga that every fucking day out there.
You can't listen to a song without it.
Right.
Right, that's what confuses a lot of people.
Offensive.
Stop it. It's not this fucking word that you say. Stop it. You say the word, it's like saying goose. It's like using the word hoa.
It really is a ludicrous country.
This is insanity. This is like from The Onion.
Listen to the rest of this. It's amazing. It's an amazing clip
Orwellian.
here. Yeah.
Yes.
You mean to tell me you don't know that African Americans do not they're offended by the word that is used in every song and every movie and every...
It's ridiculous. Tweet at Matt Lauer if you don't. M. Lauer and on Twitter.
Holla at Matt Lauer.
Yeah.
Holla.
I'll tell you a conversation.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
That I had with my 7-year-old grandson the other day.
No.
He had spent the night with me, and I allowed him to stay up later than his bedtime.
Oh, boy.
I said,
And I said,
JW.
Jack, honey, you got Guinea in trouble.
Guinea?
With Mommy and Daddy when you told them that I had let you stay up late. Down. And he looked up at me and he said, Guinea,
fuck off, Grandma.
I don't tell lies.
He's 7 years old. Of course he does. He's probably playing with himself the minute you left the room. That interview yesterday is everything that's wrong right now.
Oh,
the phoniness of what goes on.
Phoniness. Orwellian. You're right. This is Orwellian.
It is Orwellian.
I know how I treat people. I know my love for people. And
Cut the
I'm
cheap
not gonna
salesman
sit here
talk,
and
sport.
tell everything
I want
have
information.
done
Blue Star.
for people of color. I'm not going to do it. Somebody else can tell that.
It's easier to see it like everyone else.
Yes.
Because it's so enraging.
The dishonesty of it.
It's so easy just to go along with it. Say, fuck it. Jump in the fucking river and just go with it with everyone else.
Why 95% illegitimacy? There should be embarrassment there.
There should be embarrassment. Fucking father's just leaving.
Well, there should be, these things should all be being discussed at the very least every day.
Yeah, but you know what? You'll never see Matt Lauer. You'll see Matt Lauer bitching at a white woman for saying nigger
scapegoat.
30 years ago.
Scapegoat, yeah.
But why won't he say, there is quite an amount of violent crime in the black community? Yeah. He'll never say that.
Here's what it's like. It's like when your girlfriend says, "Did you cheat on me?" And you've cheated on her. It's really hard to look her in the eye and go, no. Like, they're afraid that if they look something, like they address it head on, their own fucking sickening thoughts or their own closet paternalism is going to come out. It's all a way to deflect attention from their own feelings of superiority. It's fucking embarrassing.
I don't think it all is, but I think it's a good part of it. You're right. There's a lot of psychological, there's a lot of Jungian shit going on here.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
On everybo's part.
Not mine.
Black and white. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think we know where you stood when the example you used, you cheating dog.
That's not true.
By the way,
nice
if you people
choice
could
of
have seen,
examples.
if you ever want to see a throwback to the horrible times when they actually had those those like Al Jolson type,
Yes.
Jim's expression when he was saying how not me cheating on his girlfriend was truly Amos and Andy would have been embarrassed by the overacting in that.
All right, fair enough.
His eyeballs were popping out of his head.
It was Garfieldish.
Colin Quinn's doing the one-man show Unconstitutional. I've seen it. Jimmy's seen it. It's amazing. I love this one-man show.
It made me sick to say, but it really was. Like, this is how good it is. All the comics, even when Colin's not around, are saying, like, oh, it was fucking really good. Like, it's weird when
you guys are mad it's so good.
Nah, but it's a weird...
Don't you want Colin to succeed, though?
You of course you do, but we all tease each other and go, it stinks. Keith, of course. But even Keith...
We like to rib each other.
That son of a bitch is at another level. Like, that's the way people talk.
It's great.
It really is one of the fucking greatest pieces of stand-up I've ever seen.
It's perfect for our time, right, Kyle? Perfect for our time.
It talks about actually a lot of this racial stuff, too.
The worst video I've ever seen was a guy hanging upside down naked, and there was like 6 guys in fucking paramilitary gear standing around him. Upside down, they saw his head off.
And you watched the whole thing.
And you know what the sad thing is? Man. I don't believe that's the worst video you've ever seen.
Yeah,
or been in, actually.
But yeah, it's the worst one he's ever jerked off to.
Even that.
He's about to eat sushi.
Because guess what? As horrible as that is, just the idiocy of Norton, Opie, and Anthony going to try to get Miley Ray Cyrus's picture with Miley Ray is really nauseating to me.
And it was amazing, too, because the girls are in here.
Right.
And we're like, okay, we're working on something with them. And then Roland comes in, and it's like, oh, we're going to do like a bit with Roland, blah, blah, blah. Everything gets put on the kibosh because we might be able to get a photo with Miley Cyrus.
The whole energy change. Roland comes trundling in here, and he starts going, and everyone's like, what's going on? And even the girl's like, oh, is this the guy we're going to have a lap dance to? They're going along good sports.
Sure.
And instead he goes, well, she's down the hall. And even the girls, the 20-year-old strippers are going, what? Are you guys turning down, like, naked girls in front of you because Miley Ray Cyrus is here? Are you 10-year-old girls?
Yeah, like, what do you...
Why do you care if you're not a 10-year-old girl? It was the most surreal, and I could see their faces confused, like, what is going on here? Is this some kind of a weird,
But all the guys in the room, gentlemen of a certain age at this point are going, yeah, well, get back in the hallway then. Let us know when Miley's ready. You're going, what?
It's insane. None of them can ever complain about the death of masculinity again because they're part of the problem. And as you pointed out correctly, Iraq was down there pretending to take a picture, pretending to be the jaded, bored photographer. Just the scurrying about when Roland came in, when those 2 girls are sitting really naked.
Not
accommodating everything. Spank me, touch my tit. You want us to give a lap dance? There was nothing in their attitude but like total accommodation, funny, lively.
Right.
And that everybody, they looked. If they had 5 more minutes, they would have been disgusted and said, we're walking out on you fruitcakes right now.
And goes,
yes.
Do you want me to do this lap dance or do you want Miley Cyrus photos? And Colin's right. Every guy in this room is going, well, you got to get the Miley Cyrus photos.
Yes, the whole thing. And the girls were like this. Looking like, what we stepped into. Like, they couldn't understand. If they'd been here 5 minutes, they would have spit on everybody and walked out and said, I'm going to go marry a nice real man from Warsaw.
Hi, Opie and Anthony show. You're live on the air.
I understand I was being trashed yesterday by Norton. by Jim. I'm in with wishing he was on a stupid red carpet. Norton.
Wait.
I understand he was trying to bond with David Spade by trashing my good name.
Oh, man.
I don't think we really trashed you.
What happened?
Did we trash Colin? I don't think so.
That's what I heard.
Well, all I know is David Spade gave you a wake-up call when he said, I know you, you're Colin's friend.
No.
Oh.
He said hello when he came in.
Who you are.
No, that's not what he said. David was attempting to bond with me when he said, hey, you're Quinn's buddy, right? You're buddies with Quinn. Like we have a common friend.
That's not what I heard. I heard the description like, I don't really know you. You're not really in this business, but I know Colin.
But I know Colin Quinn.
You know him.
That's an inaccurate description. That's not at all accurate.
My fans would not lie to me on Twitter.
They certainly would.
Were you at the big premiere?
Yes, I was.
What are you doing? What's up with your show?
I'm downtown in Tribeca.
Yeah?
Now you are?
Yeah.
What are you doing in Tribeca?
I live down there.
Oh, you're home, okay.
Yeah.
So now you just call...
See my apartment.
Now you're just with your fucking 6 Diet Coke cans. I still regret not photographing that. So you don't even come in anymore? You just kind of call in for a fucking quick plug-a-roo?
No, I'm just... How about I'm just calling in to bust chops? How about that? Don't give me a plug-a-roo.
Don't say bust chops either, like you're my fucking uncle.
Bust your chops.
Hey, I'm just busting your stones a little. Shut up.
Well, I don't like the way you had to turn... You have to immediately turn art into commerce. Not everybody's as venal as Jim, where I could plug every 2 seconds.
But no, you were ill-informed. We might have made fun of you, but it wasn't a great deal.
I like that. You were ill-informed.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing David Spade really even bring up Carl. Sorry.
No, he said that your buddies with Quinn.
Of course he did.
He knew I was, but he just wanted to. He wanted to.
Remember, you don't realize I don't forget anything. I could easily tell David, yeah, don't trust Jim Norton. Him and Bob Kelly sat 2 rows behind you at some MMA fight 11 years ago and trashed you behind your back.
Really?
Yeah,
we did.
Anything.
I forgot we did sit next to him, but we didn't trash him though.
They didn't sit next to him. We sat 2 rows behind him.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Next to him, as in the same area. Hey, how did your opening go?
Oh, it was grand. I mean, grand. Everybody was there.
Oh, we got a very attractive girl that just came here, Colin.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Right, I can take a hint.
Well, yeah, better be able to.
How many S's does Voss put into the pronunciation of your show title?
He doesn't even try to say unconstitutional. He goes that show about America because he knows that.
Some history. Colin's teaching a history class down.
There wouldn't be. It's like the Bill of Rights, okay? Okay.
Fine, you teach a class, I'll tell jokes.
The founding fathers.
You know what should be unconstitutional? You doing your act, okay?
All right, Carl. Anything else, sir?
No, nothing.
All right. Take it easy, Colin.
Bye, guys. Have a good weekend. Plus, Norton, I know he's birthday boy. The hypocrisy of him going, I felt bad for Joe when I first heard it. Really? The guy that grovels every time Ozzy comes in like a 10-year-old girl from 1975?
I did feel bad about Joe's tattoo.
Shut up. You're like him with Ozzy.
No. I felt bad. I felt bad because they were so bad. I knew that I wanted to tease them.
They were
but
bad
couldn't.
tats, yeah.
And there was no one there to tease him with me.
You would actually have Ozzy tattoos all over your body if your body would. I don't think your body accepts tattoos.
Hey, by the way, how did Roland get these guests? What, did he go through my phone and call people I know? They're all my friends.
We are the worst.
Oh, it's a fucking... I mean, you know, it's good to hear from Colin as always, but...
A very special guest.
Cool. Bonjour.
Oh. Wow.
It's our mystery guest.
Ooh.
A mystery. What a mystery.
This is our mystery guest. Are you in the industry, sir?
Yes, I am.
You are.
It's not Colin Quinn.
Guys, I'm flying up today. I just want to wish you guys a safe flight. I hope your plane doesn't horribly crash and burn on the runway.
Yeah, that would suck.
Like that. I would be screwed up if you guys ended up in a bloody
Jesus.
Hulk of seeming steel and, died. It would be horrible.
What time is your flight?
Hope it's safe. My flight's a safe flight, 11 o'clock.
Ah,
The afternoon flights are supposed to have a little mechanical problem. So
no. Why aren't we all flying together? It should be a plane full of nut jobs.
Yes, big
Plane
stars.
full of laugh inducers.
Yeah.
There's probably some kind of law because the pilot would just be laughing too hard to fly the plane.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cracking up at our sketches.
Oh, yeah, our skits.
You doing our show tomorrow, Colin?
No, on Friday. Tomorrow.
Oh, Friday?
I have something to do, yeah.
Okay, great.
What do you got to do tomorrow?
Oh, man.
I got to do the keynote speech, the big speech.
What time is that?
1.
Oh, I want to go to that.
Oh, you got to. It's gonna be a real blue ribbon event.
Okay, so your keynote speech is at 1 o'clock on Thursday, so I will be going to that.
Yes, let's all
I
go.
believe it.
Oh. Keynote speech.
Hey, would you like to try some beaver tail bacon?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Some guy was trying to turn us on to beaver tail bacon. He says it tastes just like bacon.
Who was it? Carlos Danger?
Dude, what?
Did you hear about that? What the fuck, right? Go ahead, go.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Go ahead, go.
What a disgrace.
What a disgrace is right.
You can't have a mayor doing that. I mean, really, honestly.
You know what I was saying all day? His name should be Carlos Peca.
Yeah, that's a good one, Chip.
Wow.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Because instead of danger, he was sending pictures of his pecker and stuff.
There's, it shows lack of judgment, is what it is. A mayor.
That joke, yes, it does.
Yes, that shows there's a complete lack of humor.
This is what I like to do. I like to bring the show to a screeching halt.
No, it's.
Where was your
Congratulations.
Where's your show? Where's your
show?
Your thing?
I don't like the fact that my show. I was thinking, my show. I'm kind of off the seas. Things are pretty good. Then Chappelle just says, "Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll come up." And they're like, "Okay, well, we sold 40,000 seats tonight, just in case you decide to come up."
Wow.
Guys, that was meant to be amusing. I'm sorry you took it so seriously.
Sorry.
Well, no, he
wow.
just sold a lot of. Everybody I know has got something going on but me. I'm fucking. Mark Maron got season 2 on IFC, and Rogan's got his show, and Louis got season 3, and fucking everybody's getting seasons.
Oh.
Yeah. What the hell do I got?
Yeah.
Fuckhead.
Well, you got at least a one-man show you're doing of new material.
Shut up! You're on the radio every day.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got a good gig, Jimmy.
Yeah, I know.
It's a good gig.
It's a great gig,
You
but
get a little gratitude.
I mean TV. It's time for my face to be seen.
Yeah.
It's time for my face to be seen.
I'll be honest with you. I was talking to Keith Robinson about your face only 2 days ago, and I realized, I spent a lot of time, my girlfriend lived in Coney Island when I was in high school. I spent a lot of time in Coney Island, and I do think, and I'm not kidding, you're descended from the Pinhead tribe somehow. Because even with your weight loss, most people lose weight and their head gets big and they look weird.
Yeah, like
your
right
head's
now.
shrinking as you lose weight.
Well, I'm a small guy. I'm a little fella.
You're a pinhead.
I'm a little man.
Like Zippy the Pinhead, yes. He's a circus act.
Did Keith defend me or did he agree with your analysis?
Oh, boy.
Come on.
Jesus.
Yes, Keith has known to flip sides on occasion during the conversation.
Knock it off, Colin. He's good.
Yeah, come on, man. Let's be supportive.
Little head.
You're right. That's exactly right. All right, guys. I'll see you up there.
Yeah, man. I'm going to see your show when I'm up there. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Allah Akbar. See you.
Bye. All right. Colin Quinn, everyone.
Allah Akbar.
Colin, we got to say it. The keynote was great.
Thanks.
I loved it.
Did you work hard on it? Did you toil?
I did, but I got very little done. I feel like the other guys doing the keynote came in from L.A., so they had all those 8 hours on the plane.
Right.
I, unfortunately, was on the plane with you guys and sitting next to Amy, and a certain gentleman was blowing gassers the whole
How terrible was Jimmy on that fucking plane? It was awful.
Oh, it was brutal.
It was delightful. I was
Flight attendant hated our guts.
You think she noticed?
Yes. Everyone noticed. And I don't know why we answer his questions, because he loves this.
It was so ugly.
He gets so proud.
Amy almost threw up.
I know.
Yeah.
If I would have got Amy Schumer to fucking vomit on herself in the plane, I would have just got back on a plane and come right home.
Mission accomplished.
Nothing tops that.
Yeah. The farts are brutal. You mentioned some in your keynote, and I wish you would have expanded on it.
Oh.
What part were you up for in Austin Powers?
I was up for the Sun in Austin Powers.
Oh.
I know. I seem a little long in the tooth for it. But I really stopped them on that one. They're like, oh.
No, because that was interesting. During your speech, you were talking about how Mike Myers called you. You had this part, but you were working on your stuff.
I was working on my stuff. It was a combination of arrogance and fear, and it was like,
oh no,
I just kept talking. I know it was hard to believe.
Oh.
And so then I just was like, yeah, man, I'm doing my own movie. You know, I had this script I was writing. But his movie was like a go movie, like a big. Oh. I mean, there was nothing about. I gave like 8 reasons why I didn't want to do it, and he gave me 8 reasons why that was cleared, and it was no problem.
Yeah, but you didn't want to go in an audition. I understand that.
No, I didn't have to audition. He gave me the.
Oh my God!
He gave him the part. Now,
dude, it was based on a part I had. The only thing I had done, I wasn't like some actor, but it's like he was like, yeah, I saw you do this Larry Sanders thing. Just do that. What you did there, just do that.
And why didn't you?
I think I was. I think it was a combination. I was scared, and I had this whole idea in my head. I was going to get my movies made.
Right.
That never happened.
Yeah, I found that interesting. We were talking about that yesterday.
Yes, it was arrogant.
Terribly arrogant.
But not as arrogant. I mean, that was a little bit of fear. I'll say the Crocodile Dundee thing is a lot more arrogant.
Oh,
writing 10 years before.
Right,
rewriting
the script.
Rewriting one line. I have one line in the script. Reading the script, and just being like, "This is not New York, man." And then rewriting it. I mean, I was like the worst screenwriter of all time at the time. My poor girlfriend had to type it up. And then I go, she's probably thinking, why am I dating this ass? You know, she's not even in the business, but she's like, oh, what am I doing?
Oh, and you actually turned it into somebody.
But they say, I think it's important to remember, they say if you act like, you know, like a success like that, you'll be successful.
Oh, boy.
But in these cases, it didn't work for me.
But in all fairness, you know, no one knew the Austin Powers movies were going to be as huge as they became.
No, it really does kill me when I think about those three in a row.
At what point did you, like, when you did that, like, how far into it did you realize, like, oh, fuck? Like how long was the movie out before you were like, oh, boy?
No, like years later, I was like, fuck it, man. You know, I didn't give a shit. I was like, I'm going to get mine done. Once I couldn't get any of my, because if I had done those movies, I probably could have got my things done. That's how it works. You have to be in those things, and then, you know, they're like, okay, now we'll do your thing.
Yeah.
But I made Seth Green's career. I mean, that's got to be worth something.
I knew the story. It was, but I didn't know I didn't know the fear was the surprising.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I didn't want to admit my gutless spinelessness. But I figured if you're going to give the keynote speech, I have to be honest.
No. You want to go? Yeah. We have the diamond room is over. The diamond room used to be the fucking bathroom in this shithole. Right. What are you talking about?
But it's a good psychological thing because they go, you want to go in the back, and every guy, doesn't matter what kind of misery you are, you're like, once she gets back there, she'll end up wanting to do something with a guy like me.
She's going to dig me. I'm a gentleman.
It's the worst when you go in and you see there's a couch with a bunch of other people, like a private. It's not the ultimate private room. There's a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, I can't
Nothing
come like this.
Here.
Yeah, I would always try to sneak one in during the lap dance. Like if the ass cheeks are on my dick and it's going tuk 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 back and forth evenly, I'm like, I might be able to blow a load. And I have a couple of times. I've won a couple of times. Yeah, it's the greatest feeling.
I love that you're trying to sneak one in.
Yeah,
I love that.
And I love the audio. Tuk 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 tuk.
Well, I'm trying to.
What the hell's going on out there?
We got a very special guest on our phone line. Oh. The great Colin Quinn.
I like when Opie says we have a very special guest. It always makes me laugh.
Yes.
Well, first I was driving up to a gig last week, and there I'm listening to the radio. The show's on. First, it says, which thank God for my Twitter followers. I don't even notice. Twitter people notice and point it out to me, so I get curious. It says Bobo and Colin Quinn. So I have second billing to Bobo. Now, that's bad enough. Then my name is misspelled.
Oh, no. That happens a lot.
How do they spell it?
2 L's. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It kind of ruined my fall. I remember my fun fall ride with Norton years ago with the same route, you know, and how he made that into a nightmare with his stupid cynicism, you know.
What? And he has to stop at every service area.
Oh, I tell you, that's the crowding point of my whole life. Is Norton screwed me a week before on a gig by not stopping at a rest area when I wanted to get to McDonald's or Wendy's. So I passed right by. I pulled into the service area, like we're going to Starbucks, because you have to have a Starbucks, and then pulled right out onto the main road.
Good for you. Good for you.
By the way, on my trip, I was listening to the Michael Shannon interview.
Yes. He sounds like Stephen Wright.
You guys, yeah. I give you guys credit. You guys are the most forced, worst interviewers I've ever heard.
Why?
That was the worst interview I've ever heard. So, it's because you're in the middle of doing what you love, busting bobos, busting people's balls, harassing people, and then a guest comes on and you're sitting there with your hands folded like phony little Catholic school kids and trying to be nice and civil for 15 minutes and hope they can get out to you. That's what you love doing.
You know what? I'm so glad you bring this up.
He's right.
You're absolutely
He's
right. We changed gears with some of these people, like they're royalty, and it's like, fuck. Well, it happened to you with the Mark Cuban.
You guys are literally sitting there.
Colin Quinn looks at me like, what are you guys doing? This isn't your show.
Yeah, and the whole audience is just waiting. We're all sitting there waiting. Okay, he'll be gone soon. Whoever the guest is, Mr. Serious Guy. You know what I mean?
He's right.
Yeah,
The most infuriating part might be Norton, who pipes in with his little questions like is a serious interview. He really thinks he's Charlie Rose.
Oh, man, I hate when Colin's right, but he's right.
I know. There are so many times.
We've thought about this for years. I don't really like having a lot of guests on this radio show.
No.
And you did it to him with Paul Anka, too.
What do you mean?
You left him on hold.
Well, you know, it's Paul Anka. Yeah, then we like, you know what? We have Paul Anka in that day, and we panic because you're calling in. We're like, oh, my God, we can't possibly put these two together, even though that would have been good.
Right.
Oh, my God. No, you were right. Your instinct was right. It would have been horrible. But even they notice there's an uncomfortable air. They're going, what's going on here? They see in the corner there's like some splattered chocolate. There's like a half-naked hooker looming in the background. And you guys are like, so... it's like going into a house where there's like a murder victim just happened. Sit down and have a nice chat.
Yeah, we're gonna have a chat before we get back to the
there's
debauchery.
There's a weird inability to transition really comfortably between those things. I don't know what to do with guests. Instead, you just fucking interview them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe you guys could do something like, say, hey, we have some wacky times in here, and just say, we have a little crazy thing. It's not what you actors do, but you ever have any crazy times like that?
Yeah, that would be good.
I mean, you're right.
Other than the Barbara Walters of comedians going, so, you play a scary guy on the show. I've also... Shut up!
Yeah, we are tools when it comes to that. I don't know what to do. But what do you do?
What was going to say?
That's hilarious, guys. Excuse me, now we have to break. Hugh Jackman's coming back.
You didn't like our Hugh Jackman piece?
You didn't like our...
I didn't see the Hugh Jackman.
That's a big A-lister.
Oh, it was a big one.
The name of somebody that I thought would be,
We got a couple pop culture things that came together that day. You got the big Hugh Jackman, and then he's trying out a cronut on our show. It was amazing.
It was like the Today Show.
Yeah. We could do that Today Show stuff.
Oh, it was fantastic.
It was terrific.
We asked him, acting or singing, what was your first love?
Sure.
So, Hugh, during Les Mis, when you were filming Les Mis, now I'm fascinated that you all sang your own lines in that. What was that like?
I kind of hate Colin's honesty.
Oh, I know.
How about you keep your honesty to yourself? It hurts too much.
How do you go between a movie like Prestige and a movie like Wolverine seamlessly?
Yeah.
Literally, and I'm sure I'm speaking for a lot of listeners, during the Michael Shannon interview, I wanted to drive right into another.
I mean, it was a good interview.
He wasn't a bundle of energy.
No, it was a horrible.
Oh, okay. I had a different angle on it. I'm like, no, it was a good interview, but it just doesn't belong on the show.
No,
but you're saying it's just a bad interview, and it still doesn't belong on the show.
If it was like a first date, you guys would have said, yeah, that didn't work out. We just didn't click.
Yeah.
We say yes to a lot of guests because Jimmy wants to get those pictures taken.
Well, that's.
I feel like we're being held hostage.
Yeah, and the worst part is Jim thinks because he watches Boardwalk Empire, he's going to have the insightful questions. But instead, the night before he does it, set at the cellar, he runs home, falls asleep too quickly, and wakes up and comes up with awful questions. So in his mind, he really preps because he watches the shows.
Right. Yeah.
But he doesn't do the prep of like thinking like, hey, what would be an interesting angle question? He asks a question that he thinks in his mind is interesting, but it's not. Unprepared horseshit.
Unprepared.
The truth of the matter.
I'm scared that Colin's consulting our show right now.
Unprepared horse shit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
He swells his shit. You can just see him. So, on episode 2, there was the guy just looks at him like, oh, shut up, fanboy. I don't care.
He really does.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
He half prepares by watching the shows. I'll give him that.
All right.
Yes.
And he doesn't sit down and go, wow, what would be the angle on this, you know? No.
Yeah, the politicians.
So you're saying more of that type of thing?
More politicians.
The politicians on, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it's the fluff actor bullshit that Colin does not think works well on this program.
Well, I think Opie got to the root problem. Norton wants autographs.
We feel guilty. We're like, oh, if we say no, he's not going to get the big picture.
Yeah, Norton wants a picture. That's all it is.
I am so scared the next time we got to interview anyone now.
Oh, no.
You're going to be in the back of my head. You're going to be in the back of my head.
No, I know.
And you're going to be out there somewhere, which is creepy, counting on us to just blow it up.
No, not even blow it up. Just, I mean, the stilted dialogue.
He's right. What happened?
So, and everybody politely waits. Each one of you politely waits for the next guy before you ask your next question.
Yes. and then if you step on somebody, you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What? You were saying?
Ask your bit of importantness here. Shit, he's right. Fuck you, Colin. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll see you later.
All right, Carl. Thanks. Thanks for nothing.
Let's go to the phones right now and talk to the lovely and talented Carl.
I heard you guys are trashing me this morning.
Well,
We were
not
just
really.
Twitter followers told me.
Is it a trashing if it's completely accurate?
Well, I guess it depends on your definition of what accurate is.
We took umbrage,
umbrage,
with your criticism of our interviewing abilities.
Well, all I know is when I saw you guys at that Michael Shannon interview, I literally was cringing by myself in a car and wanted to drive off the highway.
That's how you should feel all the time.
And that's what you should do. What was wrong with that interview?
Why don't you play a little bit of it for the fans and they can watch Stilted Toxic Air? It was horrible.
Why?
Let the fans be the judge. I'll let that interview speak for itself. Supposedly speak for itself.
You didn't think it was informative and respectful?
It was overly respectful, which all three of you fruits do sometimes. Everybody except your friends.
What are we supposed to do? Jump down their fucking throats and be confrontational with everybody?
As I said before, on the one hand, you guys, 2 minutes before that, you got Bobo, you're spanking Bobo over the console. And you're like, so let me ask you. And they even sense like, this is something false is going on. And I don't know what it is.
Something false.
They go in, you're watching Michael Shannon go, yes, guys. Well, anyway, and speaking in, Hollywood small talk, happy horse shit. And then even he knows, like, why are these guys, it's like little kids that are causing trouble, and the minute the parent comes in the room, they try to act like it's normal.
I hate when Colin says things like this because I think he's right.
No, I think that Colin is just jealous of our interviewing skills, and he doesn't like that we get to the bottom of things.
Well, I don't like. No, as I said the other day, which hopefully they played for Norton because he wasn't there.
I did not hear it.
Norton might be the worst because he actually comes in with like a personal. He thinks that his personal history, which is like I watched the show, is enough. He doesn't think of any questions because research. Because that would take, like I said the night before, instead he goes to bed and just goes, it's enough that I watched it. And he goes, in scene 3 when they blow his brains out, so the guy knows he watched all 5 seasons.
That's right.
But still, you could take the time to think of like an angle on the question.
I do have I have paperwork. I have lots of questions. I come in with a printed out. I usually have a minimum of 10 questions.
Jim does have prepared questions.
He does?
Yes.
Yes.
Like okay, right now the Colin Quinn interview. Question 1: why are you a douche?
I have an answer for that. Because all my life, no matter what pleasantries were going on in my life, I got more pleasure out of breaking balls than anything else.
Well, obviously.
The only thing that really made me enjoy my existence and wake up in the morning.
You should just enjoy life there, Carl.
I was so happy when I heard you guys were featuring me this morning.
we were just correcting your incorrect assessment of our interviewing abilities, which I think.
Look, I'm not going to argue. I want that interview replay.
You call it disjointed. We call it being multifaceted.
That's right, Carl.
No, it's not disjointed. Just the whole energy is just uncomfortable. I mean, that guy's obviously, whatever his thing is too, but it was just, oof.
Well, he's kind of an odd fellow, and it wasn't one of these guys that you could just
all
bring.
The interviews have that.
No, most people.
How about our Quentin Tarantino interview, our hour-long Quentin Tarantino interview?
Yes.
Well, since you guys have done like 2,000 interviews and you can only think of one as a good example.
Most people we can bring into the show. You got a guy like.
That's exactly what you can't do. Exactly.
No, and we discuss things.
They wouldn't understand the show. They can't be brought in because they'd be horrified.
So, are you saying that Roland should be fired and we should not have any more guests to interview?
No, I think it's a part of the charm of the show.
Oh, now it's charming.
The audience is sitting there waiting for them to leave, so the fun to waiting turn the lights out again.
That's you're talking about when you're in.
Carl is very critical.
Yeah,
of what we're doing
skills.
Here,
getting to the bottom of things.
I like the fact you dummies are actually offended. Like, hey, geez, what do you think? You're Charlie Rose? Shut up. Who cares? What do you want to be, a good interviewer, guys? Insightful interviewer? Shut up. Who cares about being a good interviewer?
Well, I would like to be
a skill. That's not a skill. Only our country thinks that's a skill.
Really?
Yes, who cares?
Being able to have an instant rapport with somebody isn't a skill?
It's phony and weird if you had that.
Yeah.
Oh no, we all have
for
it.
You.
We have it with exactly. We have it with an audience every night, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah. So the audience is different.
Why?
Because that's a different, and that's an actual skill set.
You're a loner.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just a loner.
Yeah, lone wolf McQueer.
Do you have any real friends, Carl? Or just the comedian guys?
All of a sudden you hear just tears and a shotgun blast.
Well,
please.
I tried to, no. I did have real friends, but I treated comedian guys better than I treated my real friends.
Yeah.
And all for nothing, of course.
Well, yeah, all for naught. You never get that back, do you?
No,
From those guys. They're heartless, fucking emotionless dreck.
Most of them are. Most of them are disloyal.
Yeah.
Forget who helped them, creeps.
Assholes.
I saw Gravity last night. You want to talk about that?
Gravity? Yes. Oh, you saw that. What'd you think? I saw some of your tweets.
That was a visual, well, anyway.
Was it a smorgasbord for the eyes? Was it good? How was Sandra Bullock?
Oh, my heavens. I could see her winning an award for this, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what about the great George Clooney?
Well, being nominated. Oh, I mean, this guy's just eye candy for the girls. Oh.
Really? He even looks handsome in a spacesuit?
You know what? You're right. Actually, this is why we should have gun laws, Anthony. Because if we didn't right now, I'd put a bullet in my mouth right now.
Hey, did I ever tell you my joke about space?
Oh, no.
No, what is it, Chip?
When I was a kid, my mother said, Chipper, you want to be an astronaut because in school you're taking up a bunch of space.
I remember that joke.
Well, it's not really your joke. It's your mother's joke.
Yeah, but I would just retell it to get gales of laughter.
Gales Carl,
who's the next big guest? Just tell me the next big guest coming up.
Well, we have our friend Russell Peters today and Michelle Beadle.
Oh, Michelle. Tell Michelle Beadle thanks for blowing me off the other night when I was doing that goddamn
sexy
fucking game thing on PIX the other day.
Are you doing?
All right, guys. Have a great show, but why don't you replay that Michael Shannon thing? The fans could really use it.
We'll replay some of it. I think we can. Why don't we replay a little bit and see if it's...
Sure.
I think Kyle is being a little harsh and a little jealous of our interviewing prowess.
Get into the meat of it in the middle, and you'll see how wonderful a job we did. And
wait,
yeah.
So, Colin, where are you doing your gig?
Oh, well, I'm going to do my gig again.
See
that?
That's right. That's what happens when you ask a question and you don't wait for the answer.
There you go.
What are you doing?
I was calling because I was so infuriated because I saw one of Norton's tweets. You know, sometimes I'll read Norton's tweets because I have a full, vigorous life. And so I'll back up and read all the tweets.
Which tweet bothered you?
This is so
Norton
infuriating.
talking.
I don't even know if I can get it out. He goes, met Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney, for those that don't know, is one of the original fucking Beatles.
Yes.
It says, couldn't have been nicer.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, a fucking soccer mom comment. First of all, just the idea that Norton somehow in his head thinks, hey, guys, I'm signing off on Paul McCartney. He doesn't
No, here's what happened. Hold on. No. All right,
I'm not done with the tweet.
All right.
New, which I guess is some awful Paul McCartney album that's dropping on the 15th, drops October 15th.
Yes.
And the other thing Paul McCartney, who's part of a massive fucking machine, doesn't need is your goddamn promo for him.
Yes, but
somehow you thinking, hey, it was quid pro quo. And then I fucking promoted his album.
Oh, shit. Hold on a second now.
Are you biting your knuckle?
No, I understand. No, Colin's not impressed with the Beatles. I mean, they were a generation after him. No, but here's the problem. Here's why I did that. I said he was a nice guy because he actually stopped it.
He couldn't have been nice.
Yeah, I did say it like that, but there's only X amount of characters you can work in, and I was hoping for a retweet.
Oh, God.
I figured if I plugged the record, maybe they would retweet.
If Paul McCartney invited you to go somewhere, Jimmy, wouldn't he have been nicer?
I meant in
so
the
you
context.
said he couldn't have been nicer, but he could have been.
Not in the context of our interaction. Now, McCartney had jerked me off. Well, yeah, but you only have a certain amount of fucking of characters. So you're trying to say something nice. You're trying to tweet something that's pleasant, so you don't get yelled at by the company for fucking running in and jumping in a photo that you probably shouldn't have been taking. And you're hoping for a retweet like a whore, but you know you can't say please retweet. So you do that, and you know that's what you do.
Yeah.
It's McCartney. What was I going to say?
Oh, that's true.
Was I going to try to be cool about it? I met McCartney. He was fucking cool.
Yeah.
That'd be all right.
Chip, yeah, exactly. You should have met him as Chip. You should have had a picture of Chip with no one to say.
Oh, God.
No, I've done a few Chip pictures, but I didn't have the balls to do it with McCartney.
Oh, man.
Chip would have known what to say intuitively.
I did say something to him.
What'd you say?
I was like, hey, fucking, what's up with the Beatles?
Oh, God. Damn it.
Fucking Michelle Bachman is hot.
Colin, you got any plugs today? I read your Twitter that they hung up on you yesterday without, you being able to get a plug in.
Yeah, I think accidentally they must have disconnected from me.
Yeah, right.
They didn't like my critique of the interview skills.
No.
Yeah, we didn't care for that one bit.
I hate that he's paying such close attention.
I know.
He got us all nervous now, Colin.
Insulting.
Right, he's just paying attention to
guys
everything.
are nervous anyway when you interview these people.
I'm never nervous.
Changed completely because like,
James Lipton, yeah, that's what we're gunning for.
However, we did ask James Lipton a question that he had never been asked in an interview before.
Yep.
And he said that. And if we had anyone properly handling our video, we would have gotten the credit for that instead of everyone else getting the credit for it.
What was the question?
You guys answer, first of all, who gives a shit? Let's say that first.
Well, it's a very important issue. You may not care.
What did you guys ask James Lipton? He's never been answered before.
Oh, now all of a sudden somebody
now
wants
you
to know.
care, huh?
How about this?
I don't have a human interest in these things.
How about you go look it up yourself?
Exactly. How about you fucking mind your beeswax?
It looks like someone cares now.
Yeah, someone changed their fucking tune.
Yes. Look it up in your Funkin' Wagnalls.
Might want to go to Wikipedia, sir.
God.
I just called to give you an update on Norton the other day on the set of my web pilot.
Oh, no.
Ooh,
nice.
What is
all,
this?
Before the scene, 2 minutes before he actually dropped some happy knowledge on him, which I was, Jim, I'm grateful. If I didn't seem grateful, if I seemed a little confused, please, I take it back. He goes to me, leans in, not being funny, and goes, this is a good idea. You know, the web, a lot of people are doing stuff on the web now. It's actually basically telling us the hot new thing, which was
a hot new thing.
2011, whenever that. Then he does the scene with this girl. So in the scene, it's like him, you know, this French girl. At the end of the scene, he's kind of flirting with her. He goes, "You shave under your arms?" I kind of like that, you know. So I'm watching. He's doing great, funny, riffing, nailing us all, you know, and then throwing it into the other girl. Then he goes, "Yeah, all like my crew's there, all these excited young people, you know, like little cameras, little indie people." He goes to the girl, a little French girl, you know, she's excited probably to be working, seeing all these people. He goes, he decides to improv. He goes, it's like 10:30 in the morning. "Do you shave your pussy?" The whole place is just dead silent.
No, I'll tell you.
Shave your pussy?
Yeah, that was.
If it was anybody else, I would be like, wow, that's really, somebody's being hostile, trying to fucking shock and offend.
No.
We all know. For him, that's like saying, it was a little chilly today.
Yeah. Here's why I said that to her. Because in the scene, you were saying that we were going to improv a little bit and go out. So we had done the scene where the line was, "Do you shave?" And about her armpits and stuff. So I was like, I just went to the net. We had done that 1 or 2 times. I knew we were going to do it again. So I just did something different. And I kept it along the same, "Do you shave? Do you shave?" And I said, "Do you shave your pussy?" And she was like a little taken back. And I'm like, "So I like a certain." Yeah, but I mean, like, why not? I mean, it felt like it worked in the moment. It wasn't hostile, though. It was not at all hostile.
I didn't think it was hostile. I just thought it was really unfucking called for.
Wow.
I'll tell you why not.
Why?
How about this? How about all girls shave their pussy? French girls don't shave their underarms. She was French.
Yeah.
That's why you would even say it.
But they don't all shave their. That's not true. Apparently, you've been with 3 girls in the last 15 years. They don't all shave their pussies.
What's that?
They don't all shave their pussies. That was why I was asking. Because the point of that whole bit was that I didn't want my mother to know what a pervert I am. So the fact that I was asking about the girls shaving the underarms was kind of like me letting in, like, oh, I'm a pervert and they're filming this. Which I got, and we did that. But then I took it to 1/6. I actually like that scent, so I took it into an area of scent. And then when I started talking about how much I like that stink a little bit, that's when pussy came up to be a logical move. Yeah.
You didn't see it that way, Carl?
No, I think it was outrageous.
Just a little shocking.
And they loved it. The crew loved it, by the way. The crew actually enjoyed it.
Beyond the pale.
No, but that was you know, if I'm trying to do a scene where I'm talking to somebody and I don't want my mother to think I'm a pervert, well, that was, you know, that was
Sounds
a logical.
exciting.
Because I was talking to her logically.
I gave you perfectly crafted goals. You decided this dialogue stinks. I'm going to make it better on my own.
No, I think the dialogue was good. It was very good. But
perfectly crafted goals.
Yeah, you know. We did it. Then you said we were going to improv a little and just kind of stay loose. And maybe if you wanted me to be married to the script, you would have given it to me more than 12 hours before I shot it.
Oh, shit.
No, that part was great. But
what is this about?
I would like to know about why you felt it necessary to drop that web knowledge on me right before the scene.
Well, just because I had
really asinine. That was like somebody's aunt telling him about the goddamn web being popular.
No, it was like, let's be honest, we're shooting. Hold on, I'm explaining myself. It's like when your friend is shooting a series at PBS. And you know they'd rather be at Fox or NBC, and you go, you know what? PBS is great. There's no commercials.
Oh, damn. Oh, shit. I think I know what he means right there, Colin.
Exactly what he means.
That was a charity fucking compliment.
However, fucking.
That all makes sense to me.
Yeah.
However, I did mean it, though, because I've been thinking about shooting something on the web, and I felt when I saw the way that... No, I'm talking to my other friends. You just happen to be eavesdropping right now.
I've been thinking about shooting something on the web.
I have, on the web, yes.
You and everybody else in the goddamn country, including me.
Yeah, but it just didn't seem like a feasible option, like it would catch fire, until the last couple of years where now you're starting to hear, well, even though Netflix is not the internet, they're doing these series on Netflix, and they're starting to do real legitimate series in other places other than TV.
That's true.
Oh, my God. He just said the Netflix thing. That's a 2-year-old fucking story.
Did I not just say in the last couple of years?
Wow. Yeah, you did. Colin wants to come across like he knows everything about the internet.
This is why Colin is hated
hated
by all. This is why Colin is disliked in all circles.
Yeah.
Disliked by one and all.
Yes, but I just said in the last couple of years, and you're yelling at me saying the last couple of years. Yeah, it said the last couple of years. The House of whatever, House of Cards, and then...
yeah.
Oh, no. He said House of Cards. Wait a minute. Now he's gone too far. Here's what you should have said.
Orange is the new black.
If
you want a goddamn master of the obvious,
hold on.
You would say, yeah, as we all know, it's been big the last couple of years. Instead, you said it like it was fucking breaking headline news for this morning.
Well, I don't have to say as we all know because we're not at a fucking we're not eating caviar at a fucking party on the Upper East Side. As we all know, gentlemen, I'm just speaking in honest language.
Yeah.
Amazon is now beginning. Yeah, language. I'm talking to the people of the street. Amazon is about to start doing series now. They're about to start doing.
They already are.
What are they doing?
Doing it for a year.
No, they haven't been.
Amazon.
No.
But even if they haven't, I didn't know about it. It's all new. If they've been doing it for a year, you can't act like it's been happening since 1972.
I know. Colin's making it sound like they've won fucking awards and.
Yeah, all you're doing is backing up what I'm saying 110%.
No, not true. Here's the thing. You guys always have the cutting edge news right off the hot. Every technological thing, everything that happens is right off today's press.
Yes, right.
Somehow when it comes to show business, the business you're supposedly in, Jim, you're bringing out these blockbuster bombshells about Amazon. Well, you should have brought up like 8 months ago.
Well, look at my circle of friends. How am I supposed to know what's going on in show business?
It is true that there's certainly a lack of movement, a lack of forward movement.
Have you watched any of my scene?
Yes, it was really funny.
Did it come off as believable?
Yeah, it was great.
Thank you. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You're really taking your acting up a notch.
All that matters, Kyle, is the work. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
The craft.
Yeah. You're right.
Jimmy's craft.
Yes, but I will stand by that improv about the girl's pussy because where I was going with it was scent.
That was horrendous. That poor thing.
Don't play with the big boys if you don't answer questions.
That's your cunt.
Yeah, exactly. He was like Miggs.
He threw cum in her hair.
Yeah, she handled it okay.
Did she?
Yeah.
I can smell. Yeah, she handled like Jodie Foster. I can smell.
Was she cute, Jimmy?
Oh, she was beautiful.
Yeah?
She got a boyfriend. But it was simply because if the scene wasn't that, I would never have done that.
Right.
But I guess in my world, Carl, when you're playing this game with men of my caliber, hairy armpits is not that deviant.
I know that. I realize if it was anybody else, I would have been like, wow, that guy was trying to be hostile.
Right.
Yeah, no,
it was just like top of the morning. I got it.
Yeah, I didn't feel hostile at all. She was very nice.
No. She probably, who knows, maybe she went home that night and thought about it. I don't know.
When is my next scene?
Oh. All right.
I don't know. We're just doing a pilot and see if somebody will buy it. Otherwise, it's just another stupid web pilot. All
right. Well, the web's a good place these days.
Are you directing?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Now I got something to look forward to on the intertubes on the web. That new bastion of talent that Jimmy speaks of.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Write me another scene.
Wow.
I'd like to see him with Paul Anka, my buddy. Nice. Doing the Justin Bieber thing, you get a fucking 2 hours of gold. He goes,
Yeah.
All right, Colin.
All right, guys. Off to the set. See you later.
Bye, Colin.
Well, I do have a statement I'd like to
All
read.
right, Colin, your statement.
Over the course of his career and life, a man builds a reputation. If you will, a name. All he really has, what does a man have except his good name? That's what I've done in my years on MTV. I've kept any covert activities covert. Then to come in here today to hear my character besmirched as I sit next to a Pakistani driver who's giving me the fisheye, because even he knew when I told him to put it on, because of Jim Norton, a loose-lipped nincompoop. My whole career now reduced. No one will ever think of the happy laughs they had on remote control. They'll just think of me as the sodomite, boy hunter, degenerate. Thanks to the rumor and innuendo of this show.
Wow. I think you got a lawsuit.
I think
that sounded like really authentic.
Well, I don't think I have a lawsuit because if we just leave it at what we know, I'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
I don't want people to start uncovering old skeletons.
Really digging up the dirt.
Colin Quinn in the studio. I've never seen him look more serious in my life.
That tape was just. I feel like I was raped.
They all viewed the tape of Jimmy Norton doing stand-up 10 years ago.
10 years ago, little Jimmy Norton, fresh in his career. Different Jimmy. Really was. He was a lot more animated on stage. He was mugging, I guess, for the audience.
A little desperate, maybe.
Shut up, Jim. I can't even defend it. Keep your mouth shut.
Is that Jim talking? I didn't recognize that voice.
Yes. Is that Florentine? Or is that...
Hey, how you doing, guys?
What do you mean? I don't smoke. I don't drink. What a...
Sound like one of those little Cox airplanes.
I just want to know when you went from hack to angry hack.
This is going to be a long, awful day.
And unfortunately, the material really didn't back up the voice or anything. You say, all right, he sounds and looks really weird and awkward up there, but at least that material's top notch.
Did you see the pants?
Yeah.
Did you see the baggy carnival
It was
pants?
painful.
Yeah.
It was painful, man.
Yeah.
He's like my good friend. I didn't want to see that.
No.
He looked at me when I walked out in the hallway. He looked at me like he had just caught me performing a Hummer on an older man.
Again.
Like he had just walked into the room, that shock and disappointment.
Here's the thing. This idiot said his age, and he's like, oh, well, that was when I was young, and man, you were 29 and a half. You were just a hack. You're not, this is not no metamorphosis.
I was 24.
You was a hack yesterday.
A young 24-year-old, eager young fella.
Too eager.
They won't even sit next to you. There's a separation going on here.
It's going to be an awful day.
So Patrice is in the studio, Colin Quinn, and of course Rich Voss in the kiddie seat.
Watching Norton in that set, it's the only thing I could think of was there were like prostitutes in Amsterdam windows that have more dignity. It was a blatant plea to the audience. Please accept me. I'll do whatever you want for 50 kronins or whatever they call it, Dutch money.
And I had to go to a thesaurus and get synonyms for awful because I don't know enough. It was repulsive and disgusting. And dreadful, it says here.
Went to the computer.
It stinks. Oh, awful.
He's the John Walker of comedy. He's a traitor.
Now, how long had you been in comedy when you made this tape?
2.5 years.
Oh, he's lying.
I'm lying.
He said his age on there. He said, folks, I'm 29 and a half now.
That was 1993. I started in 1990.
Stop saying it with passion like you're going to convince us.
You just see him pulling up to the gig in his family Cressida, blasting Ace of Base to get himself inspired.
He was shadow boxing before he ran on. He was like,
and he had on muscle pants.
I know. The only muscle you have is the one that's usually in your mouth. All right, you stink.
Oh, he's a watery worm.
And first of all, when you make that transition into pedophile material, you had no posture.
He stinks.
I know, and he was.
At least I am doing different material. That is the key.
No, you're not, stupid. No, he's not.
No.
Play the tape, Your Honor.
All right.
Play the tape.
All right, 5 little piggies.
Yeah, you jackass. You're still closing with it.
You still do that same material, only angry.
I don't.
In a more upright position.
No, I don't.
Not true. And look at Patrice. Quit trying to.
Why are you trying to fight back?
I will only defend.
Jesus.
I am going to get.
Well, we got 10 segments from the tape. 10 clips.
10? Jesus.
So, 10 jokes.
10 segments.
Oh, we got 14.
14.
With the closing enema joke.
Oh, it's dreadful.
Although
dreadful. It says here dreadful.
To be fair, he really deconstructed Ring Around the Rosie, though.
I know.
We were some political stuff.
We were watching the tape, and Carrot Top walked out.
Oh, that hurt.
Everybody wanted to go. Even I wanted to go with you on that one. That
was almost okay. Just sit back and take it.
How many clips have we been through already?
None.
Oh, yeah, none.
We didn't plan anything else for today's show,
I'm a
Jim.
dead man.
You're done.
Yeah.
So it starts out with a little joke a bad hair day.
Now his voice has changed. Why did you do this
yes,
voice?
Please explain. Thank you.
Why did you do this voice?
I'll tell you why. Because I was bombing all the time because I was opening up filthy. And so people told me, you got to be more likable. And I'm like, okay.
That's likable?
Whoa. Which is your real voice? This one or this other one?
This is the way I talk, stupid.
That's the way the other one is the way you...
That was such a high energy. He was right. It was a desperate... I can't even defend it. It was a desperate... Please love me character. Hey guys,
I really believe that was his Alvin and the Chipmunk right here.
I know. It's a character like he wasn't up there.
Yeah, you know what?
It was me trying to be likable and make a lot of faces. So it was abominable. I have no defense.
Yeah.
I can't defend it.
I truly believe the Norton now is the fake Norton.
Yeah.
No, you think that's the real guy?
I think that little worm in the thing. That's what he really is, a true victim.
Hey, everybody.
He created this voice to sound raspy and evil. Yep. That other one is the real Norton. Baggy guinea pants.
I have no defense.
Dice told you to change your voice.
Yes,
he had to.
Yeah, I think it was bumped around the high school halls. That was the real Norton. When I was watching that tape, we felt like black people feel when they watch like Al Jolson.
You can't talk until you wipe the sweat under your hair.
Oh.
It would be funny on TV. It's stupid.
Hey, wait a minute. And no one will see you there, will they?
Wait a minute. Keep it up. Wait a minute.
I have to. I'm about to be slaughtered.
Yes. I want you to do everything else in a likable voice from now on. I don't want that angry voice. Do that. Go ahead, Alvin.
No, I'm not going to do the voice. It was awful.
Hey, you almost had it there.
Come on. Pretend you're still living at home. Do the voice.
No. Come on.
Hey, can I jack one on your back? Hey, come on, whore. How much? $3.50. That's pretty expensive.
Ow, man.
He stinks.
I'm a dead man.
You are squirming. All right, let's play the first joke.
All right, here. Listen to the sounds of Jim Norton. How many years ago?
10.
10 years.
How you guys doing?
Women love my dad. I don't have the handsome, sturdy military face. I have a little fat face. I have a little crew cut, a little fat face. I look like the bastard son of Sinead O'Connor and Spanky, the little rascal. You guys like Sinead O'Connor? No. I don't like this woman either. I met Sinead once. It was so embarrassing. We got our picture taken together. We stood side by side. We looked like testicles. Stood right between us.
Why'd you cut off the applause break?
A little political reference.
We look like testicles.
What club are you working at? Helium Comedy Club? All right. Jesus Christ, a bad hair day. What, it fell off of somebody's unit onto your face? That's a bad hair day for you, faggot.
The Helium Club.
I know. Welcome to the Helium Club, and now for our first half.
In the 80s, Coke.
Right.
In the 80s, it was Coke. In the 90s, it was Helium.
Hey, folks.
Oh,
man.
Wretched.
Wretched, that's one.
Wretched, good word.
Instant feedback. Sounds like the voice when a black comic tries to impersonate white people. When they do that,
hey, look how I walk. I walk all funny because I'm white.
Oh, awful. Stinks.
Yeah.
And he's making gestures like, you ever see the King of Comedy when Rupert Pupkin does a set?
Oh, yeah.
And that's the thing. People have to see like what he's doing.
You know he would practice that in front of the mirror, and his mother would yell, "Jim, time for dinner."
I'm practicing.
No! Got a big gig at the Helium Club.
When he left that night, he high-fived the whole family. Wish me luck.
That was one of my first sets of Rascals on the big stage.
And one stupid, lonely friend and him just drove in together. Doing like bits from like movies at that time, like Wayne's World jokes. Like swing.
All right, let's move on with the tape. Jim Norton,
we're one clip deep.
Almost 10 years ago.
Let's hear the next one. What is this?
He's talking about number 2.
A little duty humor?
We discussed this yesterday.
I'm a weird kid, man. Good to hang on to kids, I think, like everybody did. Didn't you hate changing your clothes
Did he actually tell the crowd, picture this? His next hook was, you can't make this stuff up, folks.
Don't try this. Picture this, if you will. Submitted for your approval.
Picture this. He probably spread his arms. Picture this.
Number 2. What's 2 plus 2? Diarrhea.
What a nobody.
It's unspeakably bad. It's like you don't even need to really.
Exactly.
This should be on TV so everybody could just look at him after every bit.
It doesn't just degrade him, it degrades humanity.
It really is horrendous.
You got work from this? Did you get more work
I don't
from
think
this?
I ever sent it out.
Oh,
Would
yes,
you?
No.
you did.
You did too.
I would tell you.
You had a tape.
Sent it out.
Now I got a tape. I can send it out.
He already said it. It's from Rascals. He already said it was a big deal for him.
Right.
But that was more like to have. I would probably did it for that reason, but never sent it.
Did you play it for your family?
I don't remember.
Who did you play it for? You know the first person you played this for. You remember sitting there and watching?
I've never been good at showing people, like, hey, look at me. I'm telling you. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I would never been, like, one to do that. So probably nobody.
I wonder why.
But I didn't realize how awful that was at the time, though. I thought it was good.
Right.
I still wouldn't have played it for somebody, even though I was proud of it. Like, the crowd liked me.
Quit acting like you have perspective and you're stepping back.
Yes,
and looking.
I am.
We'll do it for you.
I just want to... Opie, please don't allow him to, like, philosophize and have us.
Dude, I can't defend it. It's terrible. I'm not going to
Stop with the backwards. Stop the reverse psychology, stupid.
Yeah.
We're not 6 years old. You suck, and we're going to let you know it. Trying to agree self-deprecation, stupid.
I know.
Psychology 101, Dr. Phil, you stink.
Just watch Gallagher's third special. Poor material.
I did. I talked like a bad guy in the 1920s.
See?
All right, we'll try another one.
All right.
This is chapped lips and kissing.
And also, David, this is all true stuff. I know dated people. There are people with chronically chapped lips. You know what I mean? Always chapped, never nice and smooth. Right? You don't want to make out with a sandwich in a patio. You know what I mean? And also, David, this is all true stuff. I know dated people. There are people with chronically chapped lips. You know what I mean? Always chapped, never nice and smooth. Right? You don't want to make out with a sandwich in a patio. You know what I mean? Kiss. You're always in for a little treat for the first time. Because everybody has different tongues. You get one of these idiots, they think it's really sexy to jam their tongue in your mouth and move it back and forth about 300 miles an hour. There's no wind whacking for Christ's sake. And the worst one, I mean, those people what you do is you step back, you don't carefully, you collect yourself and go, the worst one, we all know at least one from a horrible lady. Give me one of the people, when they make out, they don't use their tongue at all. Demonstration for you. First, it's very awkward, right? You can't believe me like this. You're really impatient, you just grab the person's tongue. Get that thing!
Is his job secure enough here where he feel comfortable playing this?
I was enjoying it, though. You have to say that.
I mean, they were.
They were?
What are you talking about?
They were enjoying
True.
It's hard to hear, right?
What was the bleeped thing?
Probably a curse.
Well, I assumed that.
But wait, you still do about people ramming their tongue in their
No, I
mouth.
don't. That's absolutely not true.
Then you stopped it 2 weeks ago.
No, that's not true.
Did you do like a little visual thing of people kissing with tongues out? And
How about when he goes? Yeah. How about when he goes? You know those people that always have chapped lips? No. That does not resonate. What is that?
This is all true stuff.
Yeah, that's what he said to it. But that's all true stuff.
People came up and questioned you after the show. It's really true. Did they really form the line as you stood at the stairs of Rascals waiting for the affirmation?
This is sad.
Yeah,
you know why this is sad?
You know what the whole sad thing is? Right now, he's doing the same type of stuff. You know.
Look at this sweaty little worm hoping that the audio's so bad you just stop it. No.
I brought it in. I knew that was
I'll dub the voice like a Chinese movie if I have to let him know how bad you suck.
All right, let's move on. A little joke about Star Trek here.
Oh, Star Trek humor.
Yeah, this is a crowd.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
All right.
You know, a lot of ladies
go. All right, a little alien English joke.
Wow. That was funny when Paul Rodriguez did it in 1980.
Oh. Did he do that? I didn't know that.
How come the professor can make a radio out of a coconut, but they can't fix the hole in the boat? Star Trek, they go to the alien planet, they speak English.
Leave Voss's first 10 years in the business. I guarantee he did both those bits. Guarantee.
Did you, Voss?
I never did a Gilligan joke.
You never did a Gilligan joke?
Because you weren't clever enough to write one.
Hey, Kenny, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, if you turn down the volume all the way, Norton's actually funny.
Oh, my.
And then you two hacks know each other back then?
No, that was before I met you.
Voss was Norton's hero. He thought Voss was, like, politically edgy because he once saw Voss do, like, 10 minutes on how he hates Barney the dinosaur, and he's like, wow, this guy really goes for it.
Can I ask, why is 10 years, like, the cutoff point to how you can feel proud to be a hack? This idiot, 10 years ago I sucked, and this guy, 10 years ago I did a Barney. They stunk 10 years ago.
All right, we'll try a little more here. Oh, this is the ring around the rosy thing.
Oh, this is, you pull over and put on your laughing hat. This is a gem.
We don't like him trying to co-opt the hatred.
Yes.
Right.
Stop that old... shut up.
No, it's not. I have two options. I can either agree with him or go, no, it was good. What am I going to do?
He's trying to steer into the curve, and I don't like it.
Right.
Dude, it stunk. What am I going to say? Don't yell.
You had dents in your head, too.
I can't. What can I say?
What is that?
Did you see his hair? He had, like, dents.
He got dents now, all those liver spots. You know what? Norton is shaped like any container you pour him in.
Oh, man. Oh, that really bugs me. He tested that one the other night and it killed. And it killed when you brought it back.
I was going to use it, but I forgot it.
Oh, man. All right, let's give this a try.
I think we're all weird as dogs, just my opinion, because of what we hear as children. Right? As kids, you all sang the song, Ring Around the Rosie, pocket full of roses. And thank you, and you still remember. God bless you. The rest of you know, you never heard that. We lived in a cave. Just one person. Thank you. Does anybody know the actual meaning of this song? Black Plague. Absolutely. Black Plague. For those of you that haven't heard, where this song came from, the times of the bubonic plague, it was a children's song, and literal translated means ring around the rosy. The first signs of the Black Plague was a big red ring on your body. Posy was something they carried in their pockets to ward off the plague. It's a charm. Ashes, ashes, we burn the bodies. We all fall down. We're all going to die. That ain't a literal translation of that children's song. Rather happy little number, don't you think? What the hell? We ought to sing this song like it's supposed to be sung, right? Big red ring on your chest, pockets full of this worthless crap. Burn the body, we're all going to die.
From the Wizard of Oz. Posey is short for imposter.
Lisa Simpson. Was that your closer when you went to had to go to the enema thing early?
I wasn't able to hear the other song that you came up with at the end of that. What was that?
I don't remember.
Yes, you did. Will,
if you guys are all going to put it in, I'm not going to help you.
Spread them. What was it? A little prison lube. Off we go.
It's almost like listening to it is not funny. It's just like, it's just not even fun to listen to how bad Norton was. This is really awful.
It was bad.
It was fun to listen to how bad Voss looked and was.
Because you can still see that in Voss today.
Yeah, it's like Voss.
That could have been Voss 2 months ago.
Voss is such a psychopath that he never thought he was bad. It was almost some weird drug thing where just all the heroin took away that part of his brain and said, really, I stink. That's self. But it's like Norton is so bad in that thing. It's like, listen, I want to stop it in the middle, like, damn. Let's talk about something else. Can somebody else get a tape here quick enough? You stink, and that's all there is to it.
I have to agree.
I can't believe how bad Norton stinks. It's painful. At least Norton, he looks the same as he does now. It's just bad. You know what I mean? It's just painfully bad to listen to this. I hate to see Norton come down from this pedestal that he's built for himself by people listening to this crap. It's just bothersome. It really bothersome, man. It's not funny. You're sitting there, it's uncomfortable with that dumb voice.
I know.
Hey, I'm trying to look cute. Shut up! That was you victim. You was robbed and beaten when you was a kid. All of a sudden, I grew a little half of a beard, and now I'm tough and angry. No,
I'm
you're
not angry or tough. I'm just the different
There you go, delivering your just like you did in the video. Did you see?
You see the girl? He goes, she remembers. She remembers.
I'm waiting for him to go, hey, lady.
Yeah. She remembers the song, Ring Around the Rosie.
Did you have any props ever?
No. Well,
what?
The enema.
One prop.
Yeah.
All right, we're going back to Jim Norton's tape.
Stupid.
This is all about Jim Norton today.
Right.
Oh. I'm enjoying the infighting.
Yeah, I know you are.
We didn't forget about you.
I know you didn't.
All right.
Forget about you parachute pants.
No. Here's a bit called Dating and Bad Breath. Jim Norton, 9-10 years ago.
Talk about dating. I think the most awkward part of the date, I don't care who you are, but this is the first date, is the first kiss. Right? The first kiss with a new partner is always terrifying. Because you don't know what to expect. Right? I mean, you can get it for a while with somebody. You're going with somebody with really bad breath. And you're laughing, right? You know what I'm talking about? I don't mean breath that's a little bit bad either. I'm talking about hot, sour breath bad enough to make you go. And why is it? I mean, I'm a human being. I get bad breath just like the next person. You know, you cup check. Some people, we all know at least one friend that always has bad breath and never knows they have it. You know what I'm talking about? It's disgusting. And it seems like the worse somebody's breath is, the closer to your face they have to talk. They have to give everybody swabs, 2 cups of coffee, a couple of cigarettes, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
I wasn't much of a writer back then.
Oh, I guess you're talking about your breath as you're leaving the meatpacking district.
District.
There's a T at the end of that word, dummy. Shut up, you said district.
District?
First of all, the reason they laughed at that one thing is because he jumped back like 4 feet. We saw the tape. He jumped.
Right. It's very visual.
Yeah, hey, they
And then
like
when
a
they're
little
talking
hammer.
right in your face, he does that whole thing where he gets up close to the audience. He goes, wah, 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 wah.
Kind of cute, though.
And why isn't anyone acknowledging that he's bombing?
Yeah.
This crowd was hot. They was a great crowd. They laughed because they felt bad for this little man. I'm telling you, it's not the silence of we're listening to him, we're into him. It's like, okay, get to the thing we think is the punchline so we can laugh. He's eating his little nuts. You hear him on? He's munching.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Relate.
Well, my breath doesn't stink, does it? Or my lips chapped. For real, folks.
Yeah,
not lying. Some people really have bad breath.
Oh,
It's all part of Jim's oral hygiene hunk. He just sat in the mirror. He goes, "What's funny about the mouth? I'm going to write about the mouth today."
Anyone have incisors?
Your whole act is about body fluids. 2 plus
It really
2.
is. Yeah, I noticed that.
It's all body fluids humor.
Which culminated in the big Norton AIDS thing now.
I know. It went from body
Thank
fluids
God for
to
AIDS.
body fluids.
Thank God for AIDS.
Yeah. Huh? Hey, Rosie O'Donnell, I'm going to smash you in the head with a case of AIDS. I hope you know what? I hope you get stabbed with a pencil with AIDS on the tip. Come on, AIDS.
Well, I'm going to be on edge and talk about age, right? It's like cutting
Oh,
edge.
God.
Bond with him.
What's with
Just
this
tease me,
Christopher
stupid.
Reeve guy? Jesus, he fell off a horse and hit his head on a block. AIDS. Where did that AIDS come from? Oh, Jesus.
One of your relatives sleeping with a monkey.
Whoa.
That's it.
That was evil. What the Jesus, herpy hands. What? Jesus. Don't run there. You go. And I'm really tired of Colin Quinn being accepted with this look like he just came from Woodstock.
Look, I don't like his stupid Kevin Costner hairdo either.
You're not hip, you 49-year-old man.
You're not starring in No Way Out, schmuck.
I can hear your joints tightening up now, Captain Arthritis. Stop sitting here cool.
Captain Arthritis?
Shut up. Oh, shut up.
Take it like a man. Captain Arthritis.
All right.
Oh, my God.
At least he didn't sing it.
How do you let him off the hook? You're an awful dummy.
He's stupid. Thank God for this
This is how dumb Boss is. Okay? You know the game. This is how dumb you are, Boss. I'm sitting at the cellar one night looking up a girl's skirt, getting a good view, and Dummy leans in and goes, "Hey, I can see up your skirt." And she closes her legs.
Thank God for this idiot.
Shut up, gargoyle fingers. It was a terrible move.
It was my friend's girlfriend. I didn't want you gawking. Shut up. I was looking out for my pal.
No, you weren't.
Will you shred up?
Pal. I'm a better pal than
I know
he
you
is.
are a better pal. That's true.
I tolerate
You just shred your mouth.
When you looked up her...
Just tell the truth, will you? And I'm really trying to be honest here. I'm trying to tell the truth. Shred your mouth.
Should we try the tape?
Let's see if we can hear this one.
It's getting harder and harder to hear this tape. Drunk
it's
sex.
getting harder and harder to listen.
That's good.
I did quit drinking though, Mr. Rehab. I was only a kid about the block for it. 6 years ago I stopped. I had to stop. Things were very bad. You used to get drunk and try to pick up women. Any guys do that? No, just say it good. Why do you do it, though, guys? You're all lying. Of course you're all doing it. Have done it. Why? Even if the woman goes home with us that night, what good is it? How many guys here attempted to have sex when you were a little too drunk? Get that hand up, sir. You know you have. Why would you do that sex when you're drunk? Isn't that like trying to hammer in a nail with a Twinkie?
Did you do the visual hammering in a nail with a Twinkie?
I don't remember, but probably. Why are you looking at me like I just said, hey, wasn't that a good one? I mean, it stunk.
So he still does that, but he rewrote it with another mushy item.
You should have grabbed that. It's about food, stupid. You should have caught that one.
I really wanted to laugh at him for that. Have you ever said the word rewrote before?
Is a marshmallow a hipper like food to smush?
Yeah, then Twinkie.
What? I don't know, but it's got the same body shape you do. It's mushy and awful.
Well, at least I'm fully fat. I'm not skinny and fat. I'm not 75% fat. I'm not sort of in shape, and I'm out of shape at the same time. I'm not a publicity stunt. They know what I'm getting. Mushy little worm, He's shaped like a white blood cell. AIDS.
Hope you slip on yourself.
Thank you, Rick.
Damn, shut up!
That's good, stupid.
No, it wasn't. It stunk.
It's a callback from yours.
Thanks.
It was awful.
Appreciate it.
It was awful. Well, I just know when I'm on the ropes, Dummy will jump in with as he's hitting me, I'm going, where's the Jew? Where's the Jew?
Probably trying to put a Twinkie with a...
Wait a minute.
I forgot it. It would have been good if I remember.
Wait a minute. Did Colin's people tell him not to talk? Did they call in?
I am the only one here with a legitimate comedy act. That's the sad part. You all still stink.
What's that goatee 15 years after you should have one?
I know.
Hey, I can't laugh at that.
You've always had one, though. You've always had one.
Shut up. I had one a long time ago, stupid. My second go-round. And in 1992, I was a large star in California, not like you.
You're right, you
Sitting
are.
with your stupid friends laughing at Mrs. Doubtfire and City Slickers.
You know what? You hear Colin's voice? I guaranteed he talked like this once. I guarantee that's not his voice.
Did.
That's Florentine.
Leave his
Florentine.
Leave his goatee alone. I'm going to go out there and grab your members-only jacket. I'm really sorry. Someone go get his Trans Am.
Yeah. Someone get his guest star appearance on Alf. Somebody laughed somewhere.
That's the beauty of radio. You know someone enjoyed that.
It wasn't in harassment.
I don't think anyone enjoyed that one.
Boom. Really? Captain Obvious?
Boy, Colin. Colin, you peter out after 30 minutes.
Jesus, 57-year-old man, say something. Oh, God. What are you checking your prostate over there? We love you, Colin.
I want to know what Gabe Kaplan hair just said.
Back to a hair joke.
But they enjoyed it.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was funny. Yes, it was.
You had Colin on the ropes. Don't let him off.
Well, Colin put me on television. I got to be nice to Colin. He put me on live television.
Yeah, I did peter out after 30 minutes, but, you know, I have to save it for the real times.
Oh, my God.
For the real times? Oh, man.
I'm really finished.
Somebody hand him an enema. I can give him a joke.
Jesus. You're doing all setups. What are you, Janine Garage? Jesus.
All right. Yeah, boy.
There you go.
I got like 20 of them.
He's walking around the room with his hands in the air. He's back.
Now, for another 5 years, Voss is going to think he's genuinely funnier than me. He's going to go into his stupid one-nighters, tell everybody, yeah, I mean, Colin Quinn, he can't follow me on Opie and Anthony. People like him. I don't know why. I don't get my shot. I spend 4 hours a day. I don't write, but I spend 4 hours a day in a tanning booth, so, I mean, I don't see the problem.
You can't fit in the tanning booth.
Oh, sue your dentist, stupid.
I sue my dentist.
Ooh, he's calling you a mush mouth. Nothing.
Yeah. Shut up, Twinkie Hammerer.
Look at this. Look at...
Why don't you go build a house with a Yankee Doodle, stupid?
God damn it, even I enjoyed Twinkie Hammer. How did you ruin that for me?
Because I went to another cake.
I know, Captain Tagline.
I know. Okay.
Colin came back strong.
Colin's going to have to bring in an old one.
All right,
bring
listen.
one from last week.
Well, we'll try one more here. My Little Piggies. Jim Norton 10 years ago. The tape doesn't even matter at this point.
Yeah.
Thank God, because we can't hear this damn
one
thing.
is actually clever.
Right.
Clever?
We'll check it out.
I like my feet. They're a little unusual. My toes. There's something wrong with my toes. They all have neurotic disorders. My feet need therapy. I'm not really proud of it. You got the first little piggy. He's a compulsive shopper. Always goes to market. And then the little agoraphobic piggy just stays home. Coming out today? Then there's that compulsive overeater piggy that has roast beef. But of course, the anorexic piggy has none. And then that one little piggy with Tourette syndrome just goes wee, wee, wee.
What was the other little piggy, the last one that went wee, wee, wee?
Had Tourette syndrome.
Oh, okay. So it's going wee, wee, wee.
Yeah.
All right. I just didn't hear that.
I didn't say the little piggies were Jewish and in bad brown clogs. That would have been perfect, wouldn't it, Rich?
Oh, that went nowhere.
So what?
That went nowhere. Another fluid joke. Wee, wee, wee. Now let's how do we put pigs and fluid together?
I know.
Right? How about things?
And he just consolidated all his fluids into AIDS.
I know.
So
I know. All his
so does the little piggy has AIDS? Hey, this little piggy has to go to the hospital. See? Suck.
Wow! I just paid this little piggy $300. All right.
He takes his headphones off and gets ready to leave.
I know, because you know what? That was good. That was good.
It was not. You know why it wasn't good? You took your headphones off before you even finished.
You had no faith in it.
The tape live on the show.
Running through it and, seeing what it was all about 10 years ago for our little Jimmy. With his high-pitched little voice.
Please like me.
Please.
You can see how good he's gotten. When, Jim?
It's just I would have an easier time defending. Like I have tapes that are awful from years ago.
Yeah.
But that like you can kind of see like, well, he still does that kind of joke, and that would be even harder to defend.
Do you do the voice though?
No.
In the earlier tape?
I don't know if my first tape I didn't. I was bombing. I was too mean, so I tried to be likable. That was my idea of being likable.
That was it, huh?
I don't know.
That was gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
It sucked, but I'll say those pants made everybody in the audience know you were too legit to quit.
He's wearing the Hammer pants.
I don't like the way he referenced Hammer just because they peaked at the same time.
Oh, that's dirty. Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty. Oh,
low blow.
Damn.
Colin's enjoying it. All right.
Jim was trying to decide that night. He wanted to wear his torn jeans, but his old man was like, he couldn't sneak out with them on. He's like, we don't pay money, so you have torn pants, Jim.
Oh, yeah. That was horrible.
No, it's always good to do characters.
I know. Why don't you pretend Dina Cola's Nick DiPaolo so you feel comfortable next to you?
Jesus.
All right? Because that's the only time you can talk over. Pretend you're Nick, okay?
I don't know you're being outwardly mean to Colin.
Yeah,
that's not outwardly mean.
This is some deep inner issue right here.
Voss, it's true. Me and Voss have really had a beef since many years because I chose to work my career by writing. And every time he wanted to zip up his career, he'd change his hair product.
We saw that in Celtic Pride. That could have been good.
It wasn't necessarily funny as much as it was hurtful and true.
I'm not mean to Colin.
Yeah, boys.
You guys say something to
we
Colin.
had a problem for many years.
Because he feels that we're not being mean. It's
I'm not being mean.
I'm just telling him to be You mentioned a movie that probably grossed $4,600 at the box office.
It was Colin's baby. And it made my 1993 tape look like
worst
Pryor.
movies ever made, and it's not funny.
It's mean. Why don't you just mention that he was in Crocodile Dundee too?
I know. Or that he turned down the role of
But these
Fred
are all
Flintstone.
called credits, and that's the problem. That's where me and Boss differ. A great divide. We're talking about my credits, and we can insult them, but what do I insult about you? I can't call you washed up.
We're insulting movies. That's true, boss.
You know what? Colin raises a good point.
Right, he does.
We're criticizing his movies, and all we have of you is
and his HBO special.
All we have of you is 8 a.m. talk shows. Boss, you know what? You're not even as funny as a cup of morning coffee.
Yeah. You've never done a TV show that said PM after it.
There was another fluid. Oh, that would be PM.
Ugh.
Oh, no.
You know what?
Shut up, stupid.
The following was good with Colin, and you guys had to turn it around on me.
We're not turning it around on you.
That was funny.
No,
It
that's
wasn't
true.
mean to Colin.
I felt it was a little mean.
I respect Colin that he can steal.
I respect Colin, too. If you drop one more end of the word T, I'm going to belt you in the jaw.
All right?
District, respect.
All right, listen to me.
See, Boss was shunned from the city comedy scene for many years, and he blames me for that.
This is the story.
I wasn't the only one that thought Boss was a road hack.
A Jersey hack.
Hey, I got a picture.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
He's a Jersey hack.
Somehow he slipped in '94 when everyone left town.
Yeah.
Louis Miranda slipped him in, and now he thinks he's going to bull me out of my own city.
That's right. He's not a hip dude. He wants to be black.
Not hip.
Before 9 o'clock
He thinks he's Joanna Man.
I think Colin's really upset. Are you upset, Colin?
He's thinking about writing Pootie Tang too.
He's thinking
about how he's sitting home Pootie Tang too. I think Colin's going to write that.
I've written several movies, and when you get in show business, you guys will find out that sometimes you fail when you try to.
But does it have to be every time?
But who's the man, Colin?
I want to acknowledge Norton's sitcom delivery on Does It Have to Be Every Time?
That really was awful. I even put my head forward.
You try to grab it back. I saw that.
That was awful.
No confidence in that one, yeah.
And I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
All right, are we back to the tape here? Jim Norton talking about smoking pot 10 years ago.
Ooh.
I used to smoke a lot of pot. Little word of advice. This is the truth. Me and this guy, Billy D'Angelo, he's my best buddy when I used to smoke. We used to smoke pot and watch Sesame Street. You never laugh so hard, you're not there to laugh. You know who we used to love? You remember little space creatures? They had little antennas. Swallow the telephone.
That is the one joke that I've still done recently.
That's really? He's still doing. He does that. He does that.
No, I don't. I do it only in colleges.
What?
In the college.
What? The College of the Comedy Cellar? Comedy Cellar U? I seen you do it last week, you liar.
NYU students go in there, so he's counting that one. I don't like Jim's candor. That's the only joke I see. He's like a politician.
No,
that's the only joke.
What college do you work? PU University? Because you stink.
If you said PU, it wouldn't have been as bad.
Don't bail him out.
That's a great line.
When Patrice said it to Eddie If.
I know, but I stole it.
You can't even feel right.
PU University is
PU.
What's the difference?
I never even heard it.
Because if it was PU, it would be
P University. You redundant, which means again ass.
Boss is really dumb.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Boss is a funny guy, and the reason he never made it is because he's dumb. He's very funny, but he's too stupid.
He's retarded.
You really are.
He's the only stupid Jew I've ever met.
The dumbest.
He's like Masawi. He just doesn't know. It's like, hey, plead guilty. No, yes, what? Huh?
Halfway through that, everyone knew it just wasn't working.
PU University.
Right.
Oh, you really are an ass
silence.
Oh, stupid, not smart.
But let's talk about Norton's Billy D'Angelo, his good friend Billy D'Angelo. And him
Oh, who
smoking
smokes
pot.
weed? Yeah.
That was.
I could just see that was your one nerdy other friend in high school, and you guys used to smoke a joint and then pretend to fall asleep to the other one whack. And you wouldn't have to confront your bisexuality. I was asleep, and the other guy would fall asleep. The other guy would.
Yeah, trying to be real. Dig it.
Wake up, I don't know what happened. Good night, see you. Billy D'Angelo, get him on the phone. He has some stories.
He was my friend. He used to grow pot and we would smoke it. That's true.
All right. That's true, folks.
Folks, I'll tell you, that's the only joke I'm still doing. I assure you.
I had a very experienced date. This is a true story. My first date, I was 16 years old. I found this girl. I liked her so much. I get to the door. She said, before you go out, come on upstairs, meet Mom and Dad. They're very religious and they'd like to get to know you. Anyone that's been with us knows, first date, religious parents, this sucks. But I did it because I liked her very much, and I was terrified. I'm not ashamed of that. I was nervous. But when I relaxed, I sit down at the table. I start to smoke. 2 minutes later, the mother runs over screaming at me, excuse me, but we do not approve of that in this household, right? So I had to get up, out to the car, put my bong back in its trunk.
All right, you're smoking pot.
But he had me fooled on that one. He's telling you. I'm telling you, went that way and then boom, that way. I'm telling you, had the bong. Whew. Oh. Yeah. You know why it was so unbelievable?
And again, he's bombing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, the crowd is bombing.
No, you are bombing.
It's his enema bit. Now, this was, you brought out a prop. You brought out a prop with you.
Yeah.
It was
He had a prop. He used to bring an enema thing on stage.
I would actually buy an enema and bring it on stage in a little brown baggie and leave it on a table, and then that would be like the big surprise at the end. I would yank it out, and the laughs would ensue.
Okay.
It's a shame that the audio is not as good, so people don't realize, they don't get a full sense of how bad, because he's not getting trashed as bad as he should.
Right.
Because no one can really hear it, and it's not, but it's bad. It's bad. It's
Can't
really
you stick
bad.
it on like the internet or something? Can't you put the
Yeah, maybe we get a clip on the website.
This is going to make people think he wasn't as bad 10 years ago, but I assure you he was. He stunk.
How do you recognize this happened to light up? For those that can't see, this is an enema. It helps you poop, sir. Okay. You look a little bewildered. Sleeping with the enema? I like that movie. You gotta know that real loud. I had to stand online and buy this thing, right? You don't know the meaning of the word embarrassing. It was like a gorgeous woman at the register. She said, hey, what are you gonna do with that? I said, oh, it's not for me. It's for some I know. Look how quick we do. If you're on a really long line in the supermarket, you want to get through quick, here's what to do. It's leaking, so what? Doesn't matter. It's leaking. I'm hot. Okay. Grab one of these little babies off the shelf and want to get through the line quickly, here's what to do. Go to the back of the line, mind your business, just do this. I'm not ashamed to tell you, many years, I enjoyed enemas recreationally. You know, a couple of buddies kick back on the weekends, have a cold one, you know what I'm saying, right? There is a warning label on the back of every enema that you buy, rent, enjoy somehow. There is a warning label. Please, I never read this, I'm not making this up, in big green letters. Caution, frequent or prolonged use of this laxative may result in addictive dependence. You can't get hooked on those things. Can you imagine becoming an enema junkie? You stand on the corner begging pity. Man, I'm Jim Norton. I'm going to wrap the show.
Yeah. A lot of true stories I told that night.
Imagine, if you will, you're addicted to enemas. At least imagine.
It was awful.
So you went around and you had the enema out. Yeah. And did you squirt it and stuff?
No, but I did. You can't see it, but I drop it at one point after I announce and shocking everyone that it's addictive. I drop it.
Oh, is that what it is? Like, get it away from me. I have an addictive personality.
Billy D'Angelo play with it.
And do you see his self-analysis like right now as if he's like amazing now? Yeah. You're not that far from blah, blah, blah. You're not that removed.
What's the name of the funny movie, though? Did you the one that...
Sleeping with the enema? Did you hear that?
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Did that Captain Clever? That was fantastic.
I did say
Clever.
that. Yes, dressed like a Haitian. I did say that.
Jim got off easy today.
He really did, but
because of the audio.
No, everyone heard it. I'm just not gonna. I admit it stinks, and I'm not gonna get beat up by 3 dummies that aren't fighting back.
Shut up, Paul Pandering.
There's 4 people that were attacking you.
No, there was 3.
Look at
Dino's like, no, I wasn't attacking. Please,
no, you're right.
I was standing here.
The three, you know, and a buddy.
All right. But there's directions really on the back of an enema? Is that kind of like on the back of a shampoo thing?
Yep.
Is that the same
thing? Yeah. You know what?
Norton updating
He switched it. Marshmallow Twinkie.
I know.
And enema shampoo.
I don't do anything on shampoo.
What?
We know that's stupid. We're saying you thought you were hip. Like, hey, I'll take the shampoo.
He thought I did something about shampoo.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Don't say it like John Gielgud. No, he said I did something.
You switched to shampoo.
Dope. Just because you have hair like Spartacus. Wrong actor.
Oh, God. It was still good.